You want to do the intro?
Me?
Yeah, because I usually go, welcome everybody. You want to do it today?
Sure. Yeah, now?
Should we include this?
No. I didn't know I get to do these. It's so fun. I always feel like a guest on the show, so I'm down to do it. Ready?
Yeah, be the host.
We go to the center.
Right into the camera. You tell them how you're feeling.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to Frenemies. They said it wouldn't last, and we're on episode number 17.
Really?
Yeah, we really are. And
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that true, Dan? So that. How long is that? That's like over 4 months. Excuse me.
Yeah. We've been doing this a minute. I'm excited.
Wow.
I think this is like the only thing people like from me on the internet in like my 14
That's not
years.
true. Your TikTok is popping.
Oh yeah. But I mean on YouTube, like no one's ever cared. I don't think I've ever like gotten this. Like this is cool.
Didn't people like you in David's vlog? I never watched David's vlog, so I don't know.
Yeah, but that was his channel. I didn't get any coin from that.
Oh, you didn't get coin?
No, which is fine.
What is the deal with the vlog squad? They don't get any coin? Like, I guess it's all about for promo for yourself.
Yeah, and I think it worked. I think they all were like popping, but now that he's done vlogging and he's like just a Twitcher, everyone is like fucked because no one's getting any views. And like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? And everyone's like pissed that David doesn't vlog. It's like, can you vlog so we can like be a part of something? And he's like, no, I'm just going to Twitch.
Interesting.
And sell that puzzle. He made $3 million from the puzzle. He doesn't need to.
You made more than that.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, I have kind of a problem with you.
Oh, really?
Not a serious problem, a joking problem. My problem is that you're getting me into so much trouble with people.
Oh, yeah. People
like just over the weekend, I tweeted, fuck Jeffree Star.
First of all, you don't even follow me. I don't follow you. I don't know why you
I don't follow you because you post your fucking gaping vagina.
I didn't ask you to defend me. I didn't ask you. I
know you
expect
did
that from anyone. I have low expectations with my friends.
I know. I'm just saying, like, being around you all of a sudden, I'm talking mad shit to these people I never cared about, like watching. Fuck Jeffree Star. I agree. Fuck Jeffree Star. I was just speaking my mind. But then another one, this one got me into real trouble.
But maybe it's you getting yourself into trouble.
It is. But like, you're a bad influence on me because I'm a shit talker by nature.
Oh, yeah. So
and now you're giving me all these new people to hate on. Like Casey Neistat. Can you see my phone, Dan?
Is he Neistat?
Casey, I love Casey. He said,
I don't. He's misogynistic.
Why?
I told you of my issue with him when I was in the vlog squad or whatever. They were friends with him, and he's another misogynist that will not look you in the eyes if you're a female. Talks over you. He never once like looked me in the eyes. Never like talked to me. Always talked to Jason. If Jason was talking about me, he would just ignore it, keep moving. Like I wasn't even there. But multiple times, he's misogynistic. Anyways, what about him?
I think he would deny that.
He can deny it all he wants. That's the truth. I'm not trying to get any more drama. Honestly, I am happy, and I really don't want to be in drama.
Who's worse, Jack's films or Casey Neistat?
Jack's films.
The worst person on the internet, hands down. Well, anyway, Casey just tweeted out, "Hey, progress over here is slow." To David.
Oh no! Did you tweet him?
With the $100,000 puzzle?
Tell me you do not respond.
And he says, "We got a backup puzzle has arrived, but progress remains stagnant." I told him, buy a lottery ticket. It's faster and better regulated. But then, so I was just joking. I was like, fuck it, I got to do it. But Casey made a funny response. Okay, whatever. He said, we were trying to have a relaxing weekend, Ethan. But then the David stands came in.
Oh, yeah. They're crazy.
I was like, oh, fuck.
What'd they say?
Yeah, I'm going to read some.
Is it about me?
He said, one person says,
Yikes.
It's almost like the point of the puzzle isn't to win money. Excuse me, what's the name of the puzzle, dumbass?
They just want a really cool QR code.
Yeah, exactly. The name of the puzzle is the $100,000 puzzle. Excuse me, some of us don't play puzzles to win money. Now, excuse me, while I go back to while I'm trying to put together $500,000 puzzles simultaneously.
But also, don't you think people that know David personally should not even be allowed to win? Because what if they sent him this $100,000 puzzle? Chances are he didn't, but like,
dude,
what
that happened at McDonald's. There was like this huge McDonald's scam where all the winning pieces went to like mobsters. Yo, here's another one.
Exactly, like my point.
No, you're right. So someone else said, ooh, 38 likes. This one hurt. He said, imagine someone saying buy Walmart clothes instead of Teddy Fresh because it's cheaper and more accessible. What? Bad take, Ethan.
Wait, what? That puzzle is overpriced than anything else, and it's like a ripoff. And what?
Bruh, this is the power of David stands. This comment doesn't even make sense, and it got 38 likes. I'm not questioning the quality of the puzzle. Literally just saying it's a lottery.
It's so crazy. I guess you know how they said what the loophole was? Is that they guarantee every winner, yeah. And everybody wins.
No.
25 cents.
No, that's not the loophole is that it's a sweepstake and you can write in to get a free QR code. But you only get
Oh.
one QR code, so it's such.
And to get one without buying the puzzle, you have to send a postcard to a specific address with a bunch of like personal.
It reminds me
It's
of
like-
that.
Okay, well that's even more sketchy because he's not talking
It
about
is.
that. He's not like, if you want to do it for free, just write this address. Like,
Well, so that's normal for sweepstakes, but like that's a huge walk around. Like, am I just gonna open a lottery and be like, oh, by the way, you can get one for free if you hike to the top of Mount Giljara and then find the hidden mailbox with the, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, and it's only one, you know.
you don't have to defend me. I'm used to people
I
not
know.
saying shit
Listen,
for me.
I just felt like saying it. Fuck Jeffree
Name
Star.
like one person who's ever like defended Trish ever in life, and I don't expect it, and I don't care. I can defend myself, but I don't need anyone to defend me. I appreciate it, but I don't want to get you in trouble because you are wholesome.
What happened last week? I was controversial and
Well,
not wholesome.
I don't know. People really like you, and people don't like me the way they like
That's
you.
not true. I feel like people don't like me.
No, they do. I apologize to D'Angelo Wallace.
He's nice. I like him. We're gonna get into that, but there's one
No,
other.
not about that. I felt bad. I watched the live and I felt like I hurt his feelings. I honestly didn't watch your video, so I shouldn't even say I don't like you or hate you.
No, I think
support
he
it.
understand-
You
I
know
think-
what it is like, you remember that video? Someone made an hour-long video about you, and you like went through it minute by minute and like try to disprove whatever they were saying, and
Mm-hmm.
it's probably right, whatever. But anyone can edit anything. They can make Shane look like a hero, or they can make Shane look evil. Not to like defend him.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not defending him, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying like that's what I had the issue with is like someone making hit pieces because you can edit anybody to look like any type of way. They did it with you, and it's like I don't support that, but. Whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh my God, a breath. Can I also just plug real quick my
Oh
music
yeah,
video?
no, you're right. I think everyone understands. There was another comment I'm
Wait,
trying
can
to
I
find.
plug my
for-
music video?
Yeah,
back
yeah,
today?
of course. Go
My
ahead.
music
Oh,
video, 2005 by Sad Boy 2005. Our debut album is out now. It is an homage to Bowling for Soup's 1985. We pay homage to bands of 2005, including Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, MCR, Blink-182, Don't Come For Me. I know they were in the 90s, but they had a greatest hits album in 2005, and we want to recreate a scene. And it's a good video. And also, sadboy2005.com. You can get merch. We hope.
let's watch it. You want to watch it? I haven't
do?
seen it yet.
Oh. Well, technically, I'm not posting it until tomorrow morning, but I can show you.
Oh.
You want me to show you? But it's going to be out before this, so you want me to show you?
I do want to see.
We don't
it,
have to
yeah.
watch the whole thing. I'm not one of those. Huh? It's kind of short, yeah. Normally I wouldn't show my music videos because I kind of cringe at myself, like I know, but this one's different because it's a little, okay. Anyways, so this is it. Okay, wait.
So this is not out yet.
This is my emo band. It'll be out tomorrow, like 5. So we're like an emo band of 2005. Do you know? Yeah, you're old enough. Okay, cool. By the way,
Is that the guy you said's a freak?
that's the social repose. He applied to my dating show, The Bachelorette. You
Didn't
remember?
everyone say he was like a total freak weirdo?
Yeah, I guess he like cheated on his girlfriend or something. Anyway.
Cheating is not nice. I mean,
That was, I think, the thing.
Oh my god.
We never really had a chance. Life today is moving way too fast. I really wish we could
You trying to fuck yourself in this video?
I'm a boy. I'm like a boy, and then I'm a girl. No, I'm playing a Paris Hilton character.
Oh my god.
So this is a Fall Out Boy reference, if you guys don't know. Paris Hilton, 2005.
You're supposed to be a boy in this? The main singer?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's my emo band. It's not Trisha Paytas.
So you're trying to fuck yourself?
Yeah, always.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And the character is a Paris Hilton's Carl's Jr. commercial from 2005. That's what I'm trying to be with the other character. It's not me.
I mean, you really can. Oh, that's not a real garage.
Well, okay. If you watch the video 1985 of Bowling for Soup, they have that same effect of the fake garage. So it's like
Oh,
an homage
really?
to that if you
Okay.
saw it. Anyways,
Okay.
okay.
So hot.
So hot. Do you know this band that I'm trying to be?
I don't know neither. I'm not.
Panic? Panic at the Disco? Brendan Urie? I write Since Not Tragedy?
I don't really follow the emo.
It's only fun to do, like, people will only enjoy this if you get references to emo stuff, but it's fine.
I mean, it's really well made. Where did you shoot this? What house is this?
It's like Glendale area.
Just the house you guys rented?
Yeah.
over there?
And then,
Garage, open and close. I love that. You're naked.
do you know this band?
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers thing?
Blink 182.
Oh, I know Blink-182.
This is from All the Small Things. This was in the 90s, so don't come for me. But
Were the guys' dicks out or were they covered?
No, we were covered.
Oh, okay. What about your tits were out, right?
Yeah. No, it was a
Oh, you were
band.
covered? Oh, really?
You know this band? Wait, the ending one is my favorite. If you don't know this band, I feel like we have to just be done being friends.
I don't
with
know
them.
this emo stuff. I
No,
don't.
but this is like the hugest band ever. They sold out 3 nights in a row at the Forum this year in 2020. Like, they're huge.
Okay, hold on. Give me a chance. Is that... I just gonna feel like an idiot if I try to guess.
Yes. That's what's fun, though. Yeah.
Depeche Mode?
I can't wait to win this pop culture trivia.
Who are they? I don't like this
That's the end of
shit.
it then.
Who is it?
Oh,
Say the name.
Are you being stupid?
I don't like this kind of
on
music.
your life you don't know that band or that music video.
Why do you have to extend my humiliation? I'm telling you.
Oh, now you know how it feels
I'm
to
telling you
extend
in all
humiliation.
humility that I don't know who this band is. So would somebody do me a fucking favor and name the band?
Yeah, can you guys say it?
Why are you refusing to say it?
I didn't actually see the video, but I'm assuming it's My
Somebody
Chemical
say-
Romance.
Who is it? Who is it?
My Chemical
Oh, yeah,
Romance.
he didn't even see the
Oh,
video.
I
He
don't.
didn't see the
I
video.
literally, My Chemical Romance literally means nothing to me.
They're like the kings of that genre, especially that era, I would say.
My Chemical Romance.
I like actually could cry, but I'm not going to. So let's just move on, honestly, because wow, I'm like, whew, the
Oh my
day
God.
of my existence got destroyed. Do you see my like shoes? Like this is him. This is Gerard Way. So long and good night. Like,
What's
this-
his deal? Why is he? What's his?
A little higher? There you go.
Are those custom made like that, or do you draw
Yeah,
that?
and then it has my favorite lyric, "So Long Good Night" from the music video we recreated at the end, which is Helena, and it's just he's just so powerful, like the way he like sings and like the words,
What's-
like what he wrote. I like Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge was like the only reason I survived 2005. Like I love him so much, and I was offered to go see. Oh God, it's gonna make me emotional. I was offered to go see him December 2019. They did their first comeback show in like 15 years or whatever, or like 10 years. And I didn't go because I was like too nervous to even meet him. Like
Really?
I didn't even want to be in the
Holy
same
shit.
breathing space
Is
as
he your
him.
favorite person?
He's my favorite person. I bought all 4 nights to the Forum. They were supposed to be on
You
tour again
did?
this year. And then I was going to be front row. I had all tickets to every single show in 2020. We're getting it they're hopefully going to do it in 2021, but I bought tickets for every single show. Boston, Austin, like all the shows they were going to Houston, sorry, not Austin.
Moses, do you love this stuff?
Yeah, this band, yes.
Well, I think it's like
Is he playing it up for you? He must be.
He lets me play it.
I like it.
You know, on the way to our proposal, he's like, "You can play all the My Chemical Romance songs you want." And so all the way out, I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my God," because
What does My Chemical Romance mean? Like a drug addiction? What does that mean?
I don't really know where they got their name from. No, I don't think it's that. But you know what I loved about Gerard Way is he struggled with like gender and stuff like that too. He didn't know if he was like trans. Like he's very like fluid. He's very just like, I just love him, and not in a way that I want to like bang him. It's like not that.
Do you
at all.
mind
It's
if I
like
eat a tater
soul.
tot?
Yeah. Anyway, it's fine.
ahead.
I could meet Adam Sandler and hang out with him and be friends. Like I think that in my head, but Gerard, I can't. He's like a god. He's like someone I can't touch. You know what I mean? Like that's who I'm cosplaying today from the Danger Days era. I really love Gerard. He's my inspiration. Do you want to see that I look like him? Or no, you don't care.
I mean, no,
Sorry.
well, let's finish this thought.
Okay. I have
And then we
to-
do have a lot to get to be
This is
honest.
this is the look that I was going for today. Don't you think I kind of look like him? Well, I mean that's like
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely nailed the look. I didn't get the reference, but now I see you nailed
He's
it.
the whole reason I started Sad Boy 2005. Like all our songs, those are like that's like an homage song, but we actually have like a really good songs coming up. Like Mulholland Drive comes out next week, and I'm like that's like really good, and like he just really inspired me.
Okay.
Can you check out sadboy2005.com and link it? And also, can you guys check out my music video because this is all I got going for me. For my
Sad
happy
Boy
life right now.
2005.
Thank
Show our girls some love. We have a Care Bears drop. Can I plug a little bit?
Yeah.
This is the show plug, and we literally have so much good stuff to talk
I know,
about.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm just saying. I got to plug
I don't
my show.
have much stuff to plug ever. This and next week is my only things I have going for me. Okay. I love this Teddy Fresh Care Bear collab. I just talked to see this.
Teddy
last
Fresh
year.
Care Bear. It was supposed to come out this week. It had to get delayed a week because of COVID.
Uh-oh.
We just want to be safe. We want to make sure that all of our workers are safe, so we delayed it an extra week. Give us more time to prep. So next week on the Thursday, I think. But follow Teddy Fresh Instagram. We'll post everything there. And we're posting sneak peeks. I'll let you guys know. about
What
it
if
very
we
soon.
like, if you purchase, we'll go like a little David Dobrik route. If you purchase, like it'd be like a golden ticket. If you get the golden ticket, we'll show up in person to deliver your Teddy Fresh to you.
What's the golden ticket? How do I deliver the tickets?
I think like
I have an idea.
lottery. Like on the
I have an
screen is a
idea.
golden ticket.
They buy a puzzle for $30. They get a barcode that they have to put into a website, and then you can get a golden ticket.
Can we deliver it to someone's house? I would like delivering like things. I want to like deliver. Nobody wants
No,
my
I did-
merch, but I want to deliver it to you. You
It's
know,
a little
like, I wanna-
sketchy during COVID, but I'll
We can-
deliver it.
No, that's even better because you can stay your distance then.
Well, I just have to figure out a good system. But anyway,
So if you want Sad Boy merch, I'll hand deliver it. But can we come? We can be like a duo. I'll go hand deliver your Teddy Fresh. Not that you.
I'm
need
not
me,
sure
but,
Teddy
you
Fresh
know.
people want me showing up to their house. They'd be like, "Who are you?"
Oh, I see. Right.
That's
right,
the
right.
dream, anyway. They'd be like, "Excuse me,
Oh,
why did you pull my?
dude.
Why do you have my dress? You fucking weirdo."
You've got it figured out. Wow.
So that's coming out, and then also,
We got tater tots because of me. Are we gonna?
so
These are bomb.
so good. Oh my god. Okay, so
You know, I had a whole weekend of people just calling me fat and disgusting, and I still want to eat tater tots. They still look so good to me. Like, I'm not that person that shuts down. I just want to eat more. When you call someone fat, can I say this real quick? When you fat shame someone, that doesn't help them lose weight. That literally just makes them want to eat more. Well,
It triggers them.
Yeah, like I couldn't stop stuffing my face with food all
bro,
weekend,
fat people know they're fat.
and that they're unhealthy and they're gross. Like,
They
you know what I
don't
mean?
want. Nobody wants to be fat.
Nobody wants to be that because honestly, it's not even like for me. It's really not about looks because I honestly do think I look good, but like sometimes I just can't breathe, and like I still continue
What?
to eat pizza.
You
Sometimes,
can't breathe?
Yeah, there's sometimes where I just can't breathe, and
Because you eat so much.
there is something probably going on. I have like because I did go to the ears, nose, and throat doctor, and he said my thing was bigger than 2 centimeters. Then he can get me
What
to a
thing?
cardiologist.
Isn't big good?
It's not it's not my thyroid. It's my soft tissue.
Oh, your
anyways.
fucking your thing.
Yeah, it's bigger than 2 centimeters. So I have to go get it like what's it called, biopsied.
When are you doing that? Did you call the doctor?
I went to the doctor. I already went to go see him, and
Last week I said call the doctor.
And I did, and
You
I
made
went.
the appointment?
But then he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's bigger than 2 centimeters, so we need to actually like do a biopsy." But anyways, and so then he referred me to a cardiologist because I said I couldn't breathe, and he's like, "That might be." So then I had to do like an EKG test, but
What
my
do you mean you
cardiologist
can't
got.
breathe?
Sometimes I can't breathe.
Like related to food or not related?
Probably related to my diet, and honestly, like.
And when you're eating, you all of a sudden can't breathe?
Not so much. No, it comes kind of random. Maybe like every.
Have you seen this, Moses, where she's like, I can't breathe? Shortness of breath?
Like when we were at dinner before the food even came, I was like, I think I might need to go to the hospital, like for real. This was like maybe like it started like 2 months ago, and I was like, I could not catch my breath, and like you lay down and you're just like, oh. So
and you eat through it, you're saying?
no, I usually don't eat because it kind of feels like if I don't know what a heart attack feels like. I'm not saying I had a heart attack. I'm just saying that's what it kind of feels like, as if your heart might like give out. And then I had numbness in my hands, and so I thought maybe I was like,
You start getting all these crazy thoughts.
yeah. But anyways, the whole point of all that is like no one telling me I'm fat is not gonna be like, okay, I should stop eating. Like that's like the opposite. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so I should just kill myself and eat more.
What if people go, dude, you look so skinny today? Would that help?
No, that's also triggering.
That'd be
though.
also awful.
It's so triggering because then it's like when people congratulate you for like weight loss. Like I got skinny like after I tried to commit suicide in the mental hospital like in 2019. So I was getting everyone's like, wow, you look so great. Meanwhile, I was like on high on like methadone for like 3 months straight. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but then you just think you should continue doing that because that's the only way I was like skinny. So it's just like you
Don't
know,
acknowledge weight.
You don't have to like call people fat
Just don't call people
because they also
fat.
like know. You know, like. I don't know. It's like not an insult. It's not the biggest insult in the world. It's just like triggering.
Well, it's a little low blow to make fun of someone's weight.
Well, I mean, if you constantly are like this fat bitch always just eating, like that's like that's a lot.
Hair by Jay. Excuse me. We'll talk about that,
Okay,
sucker.
Okay. Well, it's it's all good.
So
Everything's
anyway,
good.
listen, we have all the food. Trisha, you guys remember from last episode, has been sending me subliminal messages. So we actually got the peanut butter.
Wow.
And this is one of the subliminal messages you sent last week, right? Potatoes. Mm-hmm. But this
Tater
week,
tots.
yeah.
These are Ida.
Say what?
Or Ida.
Or Ida. What the fuck does that mean?
Are they a red bag?
You know, dude, you recognize the bag?
Yeah. I love
Holy
Ida tater
shit.
tots. They're so good. And damn me, these so good because if you overcook them, they're not good. If you undercook them, they're not good. They're really good.
I'm really impressed that you were able to identify the bag based on the flavor.
I was impressed that they got the one I liked, like the brand I liked. Like that's my brand. Wow.
So,
Thank you, Star Killer.
so you sent
Shout out,
sent
Star
another
Killer.
subliminal message
Sorry.
of these cookies.
Trying.
So we said, okay, we'll get the cookies too. We have quite a service for you here, I have to say. She tweeted out the photo of the cookies, and we got the cookies. So are these?
Oh my god, the pink ones! We tried to get these, and they came only in white frosting over the holidays.
You know we don't fuck around.
Where'd you find the pink?
Dude, we have weight.
What?
We have people helping people.
Oh wow!
So let me try this.
Whoa.
Dude, I have to say though, I am kind of shocked that your diet, like, and from a fact, like,
No.
like I was watching your.
But this is the thing, you're not supposed to comment on anyone's diet. Like
I'm
know
sorry,
it's
but I feel like
killing me.
as a
You
friend,
don't
I
think
need to
know?
comment.
You don't think I know? I can't breathe. I can't fucking breathe at night. I think I know that I'm not eating well.
Like seriously, in your Domino's video, you said you started your day by drinking Capri Sun and eating licorice for breakfast. I was like, girl, that is not a good breakfast.
this is during. You know what I'm going to go do when I go home?
What can I
Eat
do?
Domino's. You just say nothing, and I'm going to.
But you have
deal with
to.
this myself.
You can't just put it off on everyone else. You have to accept some
Babe,
responsibility.
don't I eat salads? I eat salads for dinner like 3 nights a week. Like I try my best, but then when this happens, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get Domino's later. I was gonna eat a salad tonight, but I was like, fuck it.
Because I said that
I'm-
you shouldn't eat licorice
Yeah,
for breakfast.
like it's triggering.
Oh my God,
it's making me embarrassed, and like it's just a lot.
It's not embarrassing. You put it on TikTok.
But that you're bringing it up is like, oh, like I don't read comments, and you're like real life comments right now, and it's like I've had a rough weekend. It's like honestly not great.
Okay. Let's forget about let's wipe the licorice and Capri Sun comment from the record. But I did want to watch it because I think the Domino's thing is so funny.
Which I can also. I'm not gonna even say it because it was private
Go ahead.
information. No, it's private, and you told me that's what I do. I weaponize people's private information and I share it. I'm not
Say
gonna
it.
share No.
Say it.
Your eating isn't any better, that you do intermittent fasting, that you only eat 1 meal a day. That's a binge eating disorder. It's bad for your intestines. You're going to get gastrointestinal bleeding, which I had when I did intermittent fasting. And it's not as good for you either. You can have a rupture in your intestines and you could die from that.
Well, we were talking before. I said, I'd rather have the eating disorder that makes me skinny.
That's not any better. That's also killing yourself. So good.
Hey, just because I have bad eating habits doesn't mean you can eat licorice for breakfast.
I can't wait to see who dies first.
I can't wait. I literally can't wait to see who dies first. Pretty bomb though. The cookie.
It's really good.
You weren't fucking around.
I watched it again. Oh, maybe I should come over.
How much was this?
I watched
Is this one of these cookies that's like $1.99? How much was this?
Yeah, it's like $3.
Holy shit.
They're so
How
good.
is this even like how did they even sell it for like $2?
I ate this whole thing on New Year's Eve by myself.
Don't tell me that. Okay, wait.
It's so good.
Yeah,
They're so
surprisingly good. Trisha, did you get a job at Domino's? What is the
They help me
situation?
close so there's no confusion.
Here, let me
Then
watch
I
this
had
TikTok
for
because I think it's
breakfast
so
this morning.
funny
I had Capri
that you've been
Sun
doing this.
and some red vines. These were a little stale, but I still ate them. Then I pull up my hair. This is for sanitary reasons, but it's also really good for your hair. Just not putting heat on. Wrap around twice. And I put my visor on. Keep
I
the
love that
sun
visor.
out.
Mm-hmm.
So then I grabbed my Vans and my Demon Slayer backpack and
Demon
did a quick
Slayer
outfit
backpack?
check,
Have you ever
followed
seen
by
Demon
a
Slayer?
makeup check.
Have you?
Then I headed
Why
out
do you
to
say
my
it like
car.
that? Like you're gatekeeping
Make sure I had
cosplay?
plenty-
Because
Or
I
you-
remember you saying something about people got mad because you got a Demon Slayer backpack.
Oh no, I've seen it since then. No, that was it a backpack or sweatshirt? Because I originally got the sweatshirt. I was like, you don't watch it. And I was like, I'm gonna watch this shit, and it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
COVID masks. We are in a pandemic. Wear your masks. I had my lunch break. I normally watch TikToks.
You see, I liked it.
TikToks.
Just an hour. You can.
No, I already like.
Well, to be honest, I
green
don't
peppers
like.
and onions.
Because you know when you get so many,
Followed
not
it up
to
with
black,
some
but.
cinnamon twists.
Well, I'm just showing you that I'm supporting
I
you.
licked my fingers, but don't worry. I also wash my hands.
Jesus.
before
Or did you just like it just so you could reference it?
No, I liked it. I literally liked it because I like it. So, do you work at Domino's? But it's so funny that you're pretending to work at Domino's.
Well, it's not so much a pretend. It's like a cosplay. I mean, I cosplay Maui from Moana. Doesn't mean I'm him. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
a cosplay Elvis. I'm not Elvis.
I guess it's a weird
Presley.
cosplay, but it's funny. I love it.
Thanks. I was surprised people.
That was the fastest thanks I've ever gotten.
Well, I was kind of surprised people like took. You know when people like grab onto something, kind of like the snacks. Like
I thought this was
to
super
me, it
funny.
wasn't funny, but like people kind of like ran with it. And I was like, all right, let me
It
put
was
some
so
cookies.
funny, dude.
Well, I like that's cool. I like that, and also like the Domino's thing to me, like it wasn't like that funny. I wore the shirt originally in a mukbang where I had no makeup on. Like I wasn't trying to be funny. I just like the shirt because I love Domino's, but it's like Bam merch. It's like wearing Teddy Fresh, My Chemical Romance. Like you know what I mean? It's like I just like Domino's, so I was just supporting it. My
Good.
favorite thing is getting the Domino's pizza from the driver because he's always like, "Oh, you got the black shirt." They get so excited.
The black shirts for managers, I learned from you.
Well, he told me. My driver told me.
Oh.
He was like, I was like, I want a blue one like yours. And he's like, oh, no, but you're the manager. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Dude, where'd you get the gear? Did you
That
buy
was
it?
eBay. But
That's awesome.
someone sent me their blue shirt. This guy on TikTok sent me his blue
So
shirt.
you want to be the manager?
I like to humble myself sometimes.
Right.
And then I got a red shirt off eBay, but everyone's like, "Oh, we never saw that shirt," so I don't know. I don't know where the red.
Maybe
one
you should just. I thought it was funny the idea of you delivering pizzas in your pink Rolls Royce.
Can I tell you, I've been mistaken 3 times for a Postmate in my pink Rolls Royce.
Are you serious?
I picked up my mom one time to go to the hospital, and this was around Christmas time, and I had just eaten Chick-fil-A, but my mom was like literally about to die, so I was like, oh shit, I gotta go get my mom. So I had the Chick-fil-A in my passenger seat, and I'm waiting for my mom. She lives in like an apartment complex, and I have my doors open, and the guy looks in and sees the Chick-fil-A on my seat. He's like, oh, for Chris? And I was like, what? Like, I'm waiting for my mom. I was like, no. He's like, Chick-fil-A, Postmates, that's my order. And I was like, no.
What? You should have just given it to him.
It was eaten. It was trash. I already ate on the way there, so it was
Exactly.
trash.
You should have given it to him. Here you go. Wow.
It was so weird, and that happened twice to me, and I was like,
you ever be like, do you see the car,
no,
man?
I'm not that
Hello,
person
do you know
either.
who I am?
I mean, how do I make payments on it? I gotta do something, you know what I mean? I gotta hustle.
Dude, you got to do a lot of Postmates.
So,
You pay for that car.
well, it's but like JoJo Siwa texted me, I was like, do you work at Domino's? Like, people legitimately thought that they would
Oh.
say, dead ass, do you work at Domino's? I'm like, what? It's fine. It's fine.
I think it's funny that people really.
I would love to do that. Can we do that segment? Go work at Domino's for a day?
We can try. I think they should be paying you.
I mean, I don't need to get paid. I'll pay them to go do that. Like,
You'll
work
pay
in the
them.
kitchen.
Or
And
just buy a pizza. Just here's what we should do.
What's his mom?
Let's get a police radio. Or hack. We need to hack Domino's. Intercept people's orders halfway, and then somehow get the pizza and complete the. Or here, what we do: follow delivery man around. As he gets to the house, just say, "Hey, that's for me. I'll take it."
Oh, I never thought about that. Do you think people do that? Like intercept a pizza like that?
I think it's maybe probably has been done in the history of pizza delivery.
Wow, but it's contactless
And then
delivery.
bring it up.
Huh?
Then I don't know.
No, but Domino's is
trying.
contactless, meaning you can't touch hands. You can't grab the box from the guy. He has to put it down. They have like a little thing that they put down on the ground for you. Like you can't just grab it from someone's hand anymore because it's contactless. You know, COVID.
I think we could convince him.
Maybe if I'm wearing the manager shirt.
Excuse me. I order you. All right. Anyway, we're wasting too much time here.
I love that topic. That's funny. That's a note. That's so funny. That too.
We have
blowing
so
up.
much to talk about.
It's not that funny. I appreciate that people.
It
think
is
it's
funny. It is funny.
Wow. But this is how I'm just so not like, I don't consider myself a comedian because it's like, to me, that's like not funny. I tell Mose all the time, don't try and be funny because like, he's funnier when you don't
Bro,
try and be funny. But I guess
You
that's
literally
like,
made a
I don't know.
video being like, let me pull it up because I thought this one was so funny too. I was like, wow, Trisha's a genius. This is like the fun. I thought, I wish I thought of this to go like pretend to be working at Domino's. Like, it's just so funny. And then,
Do a shirt, eBay.
and then you like were selling it too. Like this one here.
I wasn't really.
Bro, you were totally selling it. Where's the one where you're sitting in the car? Hang on. This one maybe? No, not
What are
this
you
one.
thinking of? That's copyright.
There's one where you're talking about the manager's shirt colors. Which one is
I
that?
was in black or red.
Yeah, I don't see the black one.
I was talking about this maybe.
Look, first one.
I can't hear Dan.
Domino's verified Twitter itself has said the blue shirts are reserved for the upper echelon of the Domino's employees. They say the red shirts are for newbies and they get schooled by the blue elders. I think this is really fun and it shows Domino's sense of humor. They also take protocol very seriously. If you don't have your hat
It
on,
wasn't this one.
Was
I thought
that
you
your
were in a
black
black. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is, girl. Mm-hmm.
Just a little education, you don't know, so it's totally fine. But actually, the black shirts means that they are a manager at Domino's. The blue shirts
Well, I
are
hate people in the
for
comments that think they know
the delivery
everything.
drivers and the pizza makers.
Dude, this is hilarious.
So, just letting you know, educating you. Just a
How
little
do you not?
education.
That's like the funniest shit I ever
Because
seen.
People don't know. I hate that. I hate that people don't know. But I mean, I thank you. I honestly am not like trying to be like funny on that.
I don't
but
believe you.
it entertains me, but Gerard Way entertains me. And
Okay.
Nobody cares. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So,
with peace and love, we
I
have
hate
to
that.
move on.
I hate that you said that so much on the last podcast on H3 Live.
Why?
I've been watching H3 Live lately, and it's driving me nuts. I'm like, oh, I don't be watching it when I don't see
Why you don't like the After Dark?
it.
You obviously do. You're always watching it. When we were watching your Hair by Jay, you were your video was
No.
playing Dan.
No, because they texted me. Dan texted me. Like, do you want to come on? So I went to go click, and then you guys were watching it or whatever. Or no, maybe
All right, let's move on.
D'Angelo. I don't know.
We have, first of all, we're doing trivia, pop culture trivia, which you're probably going to dominate me on.
Oh, Oh, you already admit to this. That's kind of sad. I don't like when people already know they're gonna come in with defeat, but that's.
I'm going to try my best. I don't
you're
think
not
I'm very good.
confident about it.
I mean, you just chew me out.
I have beat everybody that's like pop culture genius. Like I don't lose ever with anything pop culture, so that's like.
Dude, do you see? I am tater tot obsessed.
Who's eating more tater tots? That
Me.
should be the competition.
Although you just threw 3 in your mouth. I'm doing one at a time.
Yeah. Oh my god, triggering.
What am I? What?
How many I eat?
Dude, you just threw like 5. You just threw like a whole handful of tater tots in your mouth.
I'm so triggered.
How am I supposed to notice that?
Oh my god, I'm so triggered from it. Wow.
Okay, so we're doing trivia, but before we get into that, we have to talk about the fact that this fucking scumbag, Hair by Jay, whoever the fuck this is, went on live and started like saying the meanest shit I've ever heard anyone talk about.
How did you guys fight? How did you guys get on it? Like it was weird. All of a sudden it like changed to that.
We were doing live, and then I think AB was like, yo.
It was your video, Trisha. You had posted a video.
AB
about
said
it.
like, yo, Trisha uploaded a video about this guy.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, what's going on? Because you were crying in the thumbnail.
I haven't had a panic attack in a really long time. Like that was like, oh, it was just like a lot. Because I had seen the video about a week ago, but I didn't really watch it. I just kind of saw that he was calling me fat, and then I was like, okay, I can't watch this.
Oh, it's been up already?
Mm-hmm. And so I didn't watch it, but then I sent the screenshot to my security guard just to like be safe because I was like, this is like weird energy.
Yeah.
I sent it to him. This is after I watched the full video, so I watched the full video, whatever, because someone else was telling me about it, and so I watched the full video. Then at the end, that's when he's like, I'm gonna like fuck you up that you're gonna be anorexic or whatever he said. I don't know what he said, and my mom was gonna come to my funeral, something. And so I was like, I just screenshotted that and sent it to my security guard, and then my security guard was like, and he's not like this. My security guard, I sent him pictures in the past. He's like, oh, that could be the guy. I don't think it's him. Like he was like, oh my god, that he was here twice. He had his car, everything. And like again, it just kind of like it freaked me out because I was home alone. Moses slept at 9. He wasn't coming back till like 6 o'clock at night, and I was like home alone. So I started having a panic attack, and then I remember him showing me that video of him like beating up that woman at like Six Flags, like just and like bragging about that. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my god. And then you start getting like paranoid or whatever. So I was having like a really big panic attack, which actually like the live helped me because I was like, okay, let me just like calm down. Maybe it's like not as big as like I'm like thinking of it in my head. I mean, it was a nasty video, but I think I just never heard such like hatred. And
oh
then
my god, it shocked the hell out of all of us.
It was crazy.
To be honest, I thought when I first clicked the video, I was like, okay, what's happening? Trisha's crying again.
Yeah.
But then when I watched the video, I was blown away by what a fucking nasty dude this was.
Oh, yeah. It was...
Can I watch it? Is that okay?
Yeah, like what part? Like the whole... Like this whole... It's so long.
Well, here, I have some timestamps. Because apparently some of the nastiest shit he said... we didn't even see on the live. He said something like he was making fun of your suicide, an ad.
Yeah, like saying like, yeah, it was bad. And keep in mind, like the Vegas trip where this initially happened with me and Jeffrey and stuff, like this was after they said some horrible shit about like to jump off and like kill myself outside of the Vegas balcony and stuff, like just some like crazy shit.
Wait, what the fuck is this video?
Okay, so this guy is the original one who told me all the shit that they talked behind my back and like showed me videos and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, I don't want to be involved because I was like trying to protect Jeffrey. I was scared of Jeffrey. I was trying to protect him because Shane was his friend. Like I was trying to do all that stuff. But that guy from the beginning, he has DMs from me where I said, don't involve me. I'm scared of Jeffrey. And like anyways.
Wait, where's the video? Okay, here's the Hair by Jay. So Hair by Jay was responding to that video?
No. He's okay. So I'll tell you like.
Here, 14 minutes? Jesus. Here, let's see what this is. So this is Hair by Jay. He's the hairdresser of Jeffree Star.
But not
you
only
had this
that.
really traumatic experience with Jeffree Star in Las Vegas and him.
Not so much him, actually.
Oh,
it was
really?
Jeffrey talking shit and then his little, like, minions and crew, like, laughing. They ditched me for dinner. Just, like, petty stuff. He threw my Balenciaga in the trash. I have text messages from Jeffrey that said, and I told everybody this as soon as I got home, that he was like, and I showed him the text message. I was like, hey, I needed my Balenciaga sweatshirt because I wore something really sexy. We went on a private jet, but I bought my own ticket home because I wanted to leave early. And so I bought a Balenciaga sweatshirt because I wanted to wear it on the plane because I couldn't wear my sexy stuff. And I'm like, hey, can I just come get my Balenciaga from you guys? Because they would, like, ditch me for dinner. And he's like, oh, Maddie, his assistant, threw it in the trash. And it was like a $900 sweatshirt. And they did. I like, yeah. Oh, wait.
What?
Wait.
The behavior. So
wait,
it's
can I
almost.
just tell you?
By the way, it's almost. It's unbelievable, the way you describe it. But what's crazy about this stream, from Hair by Jay, is that he literally corroborates everything you're saying.
Of course. No, but not like
It's
does he
all
do it.
true.
That guy you saw before, He told me. Another guy, Oscar, said he doesn't mind if I say his name. Oscar Wilde, who was on that trip, he's tattooed. He also confirmed it and also said other stuff that Jeffrey continued. So the reason I didn't accept Jeffrey's apology is because he continued to talk shit and said I was on drugs, said I was on heroin to this guy Oscar. Like different people have said this, and of course, yeah, he confirms it here, which is something I know.
He confirmed everything
to my face. I'm telling you, like saying they threw my shit in the trash, like smacking food out of my hand, like all that stuff, like on the trip. It was on his Snapchat. Like it's stuff that happened to my face. Like, but
this
then
is like some high school like.
Oh, it was
horrible bullying.
awful.
Why are they doing this?
And that's why I left early. They ditched me for dinner. I like left early because it was, and also like I just left early. It was just like a lot. And then Hair by Jay specifically, like we had worked together before, but he also just did Chrissy Teigen's hair, Kendall Jenner. Like he does high profile people. So to like show my phone number, it was just really weird.
Just the way he talked about you.
Well, but here's the thing. I never had issue, and I'll tell you why he made this video. So I didn't really have issue with him. The only thing is he overcharged me when I came back up until the trip. I asked him for these wig prices, and he's like, first he said Jeffrey's taking care of it, but then I didn't want to like rely on that. So I'm like, can you just tell me how much? Never gave me a price. Never gave me a price. I'm like, how much? How much are the wigs? Never gave me a price. He didn't give me a price because he always was saying Jeffrey's taking care of it, whatever. Again, I don't expect it. I even offered to pay for the hotel room, the jet, everything. Anyways, long story short, the minute I land back from Vegas, which is 2 days earlier than them, I'm like home, whatever. He sends me an invoice, and it's a Sunday. It's the day before President's Day, and I was like, and it was overcharged. It was more than he charged me in the past, and that's why I asked him for the wig because it was more. And he shows it. He shows the receipts that he overcharged me, but he tries to say in the same DM that he says Jeffrey's covering it.
How much did he charge you?
It was $4,000 total.
Yeah,
for 2
you
wigs.
told me that on the After Dark episode we did, but that blows my fucking mind.
Oh, did you see
How much should it cost?
If you showed the
$4,000 for
receipts
2
from
wigs?
last summer for a music video, he charged me $7,500 for 3 wigs. But his day rate is $3,000, $1,500 per wig. So he was originally charging me $1,500 per wig. Now he's charging me $2,000 per wig.
So wait, do wigs really cost that much for a good wig?
No.
What does a good wig usually cost?
I mean, they can. Like, I'm not going to say no because people pay that rate. Kendall Jenner, Jeffree Star, they pay that rate. I mean, for me, I get like, not that this is a good wig, but I've had wigs before that are good that are like $500 or something. Anyways, it's fine. I don't debate that. Like I paid it before, I paid it again, but the fact that he charged me like an extra $500 when in the text messages himself, he's like, Jeffrey's covering it. And then the next day, in this, he says, but Jeffrey didn't cover it. Even though the text message says he did, whatever. It didn't matter. And that was my whole point. So when he asked me, I was like, I can transfer it. But at this time I had 2 different bank accounts. I'm like, I have to wait until tomorrow to transfer it. He like blew up my phone constantly. Like, are you sending the money? Are you sending the money? The next day was President's Day. So it didn't go through. And he was, whatever. He's just, but regardless, I paid him on Tuesday $4,000 he overcharged me by $1,000 and I paid him and that was it. That was nothing yet. This was brought up because in a mukbang recently that I did, because, we had talked about Jeffrey on the show and I was like, maybe I was like too hard on him because Shane is in my ear telling me Jeffrey's all alone. He's so sad. He has nobody. And so I'm like, oh, fuck, maybe I'm like too hard on him. You know what I mean? On Jeffrey. So in the mukbang, I'm like rationalizing this. I know Jeffrey comes from like a hard background, like all this stuff. And I said, on the Vegas trip, maybe was like, he's just, he's so used to getting bullied. He bullied me or whatever. And so I'm trying to rationalize this in my head. I said, but the only thing that kind of bothered me, I didn't say his name. I said, the person doing our wigs overcharged me. That's all I said.
You didn't even call him out.
I didn't call him out. I didn't say his name. I wasn't even mad. I was like, it just kind of felt weird. It like rubbed me the wrong way after I asked him so many times, whatever. And that's all I said. And then I saw this he did right after and this huge like 38-minute live. And I just saw a little bit until I saw like and then I watched the full thing on Friday when I made the video. And it just like triggered me all over again just because like.
Dude, it was so nasty. And by the way, his justification, because like I've never hated anybody as much as this guy hates you, apparently. I've never seen anyone so nasty to another person, especially online, recording yourself. His justification was that Jeffrey brought you on that trip, so you shouldn't complain. And 2, that you were boring.
That was the first time I heard that one, which I understood because I didn't go to the clubs with them. I was like,
okay, but so?
That's what I'm saying. It's such mean girl. That's why I never was like trying to cancel Jeffrey. I never did an exposed video because I was like, this is just mean girl shit. It's not something that I feel like you need to cancel somebody for. That's the only reason I
How old is Jeffrey? Can someone look that up?
He's like 35 or 36. He's older than me. And Jay too. Jay's like 36. This guy's like not young.
35. And he's criticizing you for being boring.
And then I have horrible skin. Jay criticizes me because I said I was going to wear my natural hair out and I didn't need to do my wig because we were running late. And he's like, he was like mocking me because I was like fine with wearing my natural hair. He's like, she had nasty ass hair. I was like, like it's so weird.
Like you're embarrassing them by not being all glammed out?
I don't know. It was so weird. I had makeup on when I went on the plane. Like, I don't know.
Oh, and also they were making fun of you because you asked the price of a Balenciaga bag.
Yeah, he's like, we don't
Which,
ask
by the way,
prices.
I'm pretty rich by most people's standards. I wouldn't buy a fucking Balenciaga bag without looking at the price tag. That shit costs like $8,000.
It was crazy. And so when I bought the Balenciaga, I bought it, and he like, oh, we'll just have it sent up to my room. And that's how he threw it in the trash because, oh, can I clarify something though?
Bro, that is
Let me clarify this. So
unbelievable.
I had the text message. I showed everybody the text messages after it happened because I was like shaking when I came back because there was a lot of triggering stuff.
Yeah.
Like you should just jump off the balcony, like crazy shit like that. And I was just like, okay, it was just like a lot being on drugs. This other kid on the trip. Well, anyways, so. But here's the thing. So 2 months later, after I'm sure Jeffrey caught wind that I started telling probably Shane probably told Jeffrey. All of a sudden, his makeup artist, Boomcack, who I don't know or anything like that, he texts me, "Oh, babe, I have your Balenciaga. I've had it in my car for months. Like, can I Uber it to you?"
What?
And then I got the Balenciaga like 2 months later.
You think they just bought a new one? Or he gave it to him?
Either gave it to him or I don't know.
Sketchy either way.
Stole it. Yeah, I was.
They lied and said they threw it in the trash.
It was that to me was like, and then it was so.
That
it was
is
more than a sweatshirt.
just-
I had sweatshirt, I had shoes. It was like a couple $1,000s, and I make like.
Hello, that's a lot of money. You don't need to
Yeah.
justify wanting your fucking property.
There was so many just like that trip was like awful, like from beginning to start, like just awful, and they were just awful, and I was just like, and to me, like I always thought I was hard on Jeffrey because like that is a classic example of someone who was just bullied and everyone like he always talks about how people call him the F word and all that stuff. He's like, oh, look at me now, like well, all that stuff like that because I think he like was bullied so hard. But like at the same, because that's what it feels like, and they bully Jay, so I think that's where Jay's coming from.
Really?
Because,
They do?
Oh, he would tell him to like move
What a-
seats, sit in the
ugh.
back. Like
Ugh.
I remember one time he had Boomcack like fish out a French fry in his car. He's like, while we went in to eat, he's like, go look for that French fry I dropped. Like just like really nasty shit. And I hope he overpays them. I hope he
gross.
get paid a lot. But here's
God,
the thing.
Jeffrey
I
is a
don't need
disgusting
anybody.
monster,
I didn't
bro.
want to. It was awful. It was.
Ew, what a psycho.
Well, it's just like Mean Girl. And like I said, do I think like people should stop buying his makeup? I'm like, I don't know. He's just not a good person to me. Like he just wasn't nice.
But that makes sense. That actually justifies his behavior because he acts like, oh, well, you shouldn't complain about Jeffrey because he did all this stuff for you. And it's like, bro, you're his fucking hairdresser. You're his servant. The only reason he brought you is to fucking serve him.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't treat them nicely. Like it just wasn't. And that's why I never, and in this video, Jay goes, but you know what? If we call her to hang out, she'd hang out with her friend. Jeffrey's called me multiple times to come over to his house. And I'm like, no, thank you. Like I politely decline. Like I just have no interest in
Jay,
it.
he's not your friend. You're his hairdresser. He just uses you for your service, bro.
Well, did you see Jeffrey tweeted that he goes, good morning to everyone except the guy who used to do my hair. So obviously, but this comes from, I know they talk about this shit because like him insulting me by renting my house and not buying it, which
He was. I know this is Jeffrey because he's doing this to please Jeffrey.
Of course.
You can tell he's only doing this because he wants to please Jeffrey.
This is an extreme example, but it does like it's like very much like Manson cult vibes. Like Manson didn't do anything, but people are like, "Oh, you want us to go kill somebody?" Like, okay, you know what I mean?
I think he's just rich and they want a piece of the action and they want to be in his good grace because he's influential and he's got money. He pays them a lot of money, so they don't want to do anything. They want to be a part of that.
That's like I always keep saying this when I was saying it's like devil shit. It's like when you sell your soul for money or views, it's like that's to me is so gross. And I never would do it. I never would do it. I think it's nasty. I think this is the kind of shit that comes out from it. And it like incites stuff. Like it's bad. It's bad energy.
So-
I felt really bad energy after all this. I was like, oh, this does not feel good.
So let me watch this because after I watch this, I want to know how Shane and Jeffrey reacted.
These motherfuckers are, and I normally don't like to speak up on them, but they're fucking lucky that Jeffrey's actually a nice person. They're taking advantage that Jeffrey's not about airing people out anymore. Okay?
Dude, this guy is
Air me
so
out for
far
what?
up Jeffrey's ass
What was he airing me out for? For him being a shitty person?
for
like
stealing your hoodie.
like, that I've like protected him
For
and
bullying
yeah,
you?
for like I don't under that what
Like, bro, can you try not to be such a fucking like simp?
I know. I just
Holy shit. And by the way, the fact that he's doing all this while someone's working on his hair blows my... Like, he is saying the meanest shit ever, and this girl's just casually doing his hair.
oh, she's not casual. She's also like laughing, and she's also not skinny herself. And I'm not fat shaming her, but it's like really like you're gonna laugh at that. You're gonna make fun of someone's weight while someone behind you is heavy set. Like
She's
it's
probably scared. She's like, this guy's fucking crazy.
He's
I'm gonna wrap this up and get out of there.
He's lucky he's a nice person. How are you gonna talk about a person
Turn it up a bit, Dan.
after you got in a private jet that was paid for? You didn't spend the
Oh, you flew me in a private jet? Okay, you could just shit my fucking open mouth then. It's like, who cares? You bought me a ticket. Big fucking deal.
I was like, what? You can buy a private jet to Vegas for $10,000. It's like not that expensive. Like
10,000. You can get a plane ticket for like 200. I
no,
mean,
like a private jet he got.
okay, who fucking cares? That doesn't justify you being a douche.
That's so bizarre to me.
But
I was like,
that's how they
okay.
think in their world. In the world of Jeffree Star, it's like, okay, I pay you, and you're my man toy. You're my monkey. Dance.
That's literally how it felt, and I was just like, I go to Bora Bora first class, France first class, like Greece. I pay for all those trips. Like, I don't need this trip to Vegas. Like, that's very.
But who cares? Also, it's like a 45-minute flight. It's like.
And
dude, it's not okay. It's crazy. It really exposing him and Jeffree's worldviews. This to me is the closest glimpse we've seen of actually who Jeffree Star is.
Yeah,
through this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was just in like Wyoming with him, you know, like a few days prior. Like he's like, this is someone that's close in his circle. It's like, and Jeffree originally was like somewhat defending him until he got more backlash, and then he's like, okay, now he's gonna be fired.
Good morning to everyone, but this hair guy.
But before that, he's like, girl, keep this online. Love you. Like just so condescending, and
he's
I was like,
I don't want to get involved. Yeah.
Just so disgusting, and it was like honestly the most traumatizing thing, and like seeing him in that light and just like telling people to like jump off the ledge and stuff, like just really like gross shit. And I was like so tired. It was something that was still eating me a year later, which is why I was like rationalizing in my head. It's something that all the people close to me know that it like really affected me. And then Jeffree told Oscar that I like when I bought my pink Rolls Royce, I sent a text to Jeffree like, and I was like, oh, now am I you yet? Like something like whatever. And he's like, oh my god, how pathetic that she wants to be me. It's like, yeah, I like admired you. Like I thought he was cool. He had a cool house and he had a makeup company, and I was like, why are you making fun of someone who like wanted to be like you?
By the way, and sorry, you're the fucking hairdresser that literally follows him around and tap dances whenever he wants you to.
Oh,
like, sorry, bro,
he cowers around Jeffree.
You are such a jealous little bitch. Fuck this guy, and that's why I saw this and I was like, fuck Jeffree Star. Fuck this Hair by Jay guy. You know what? Fuck them all.
It's because my issue was with Jeffree saying all this shit, and now seeing that he like confirmed this, but he's trying to stand up for Jeffree in this like weird light.
It's good in a way he did this because it really exposed Jeffree.
Okay, your fucking room was paid for. He paid for the fucking concert to go see Mariah Carey.
Who gives a fuck? That doesn't justify being a bully.
$70 ticket.
Restaurant. And you're right, bitch. You were such a boring time.
Okay, so he says. It's hard to even believe this person's real. He says, we bought you all this stuff and you were such a boring time. So that justifies us bullying you. Like, hello.
It's so insane. It's crazy.
What do they mean you're a boring time? What were you expect to go out there and tap dance for them? You're the entertainment or something?
I guess because like I went to the shows, but like they ditched me for dinner. And then when they went to a club, I just didn't go with them because I don't go to clubs. I guess that's it because I didn't want to go clubbing with them.
Like who gives a fuck about clubbing? You don't even talk at the clubs.
I would shop with them, and they would all like go and like they would all ditch me behind. So I went back to my hotel room. Like it was awful. It was like the worst time ever. Like they were so fucking mean.
Crazy.
You were such a boring time. You were so negative. I remember he even checked her like, yo, what is wrong with you, girl? We're trying to make you feel better. Because she was like, we were like, hey, we have to leave by 9 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Like, I'll put Trisha's wig first, and then I'll put Troy. Oh, no. If we don't have time for mine, I literally will go out like this. I don't care. Like, I'm perfect.
Dumb fuck. Of course. What? Like, how is that a criticism that you wanted to go out natural?
So again, this throws back to them saying like Jeffree's taking care of your wigs and all this stuff. So like he was like, I'll do your wig, and I was like, if there's no time, don't worry, because in my head
you're just trying to be nice,
right? Because I'm like, Jeffree's paying for him to be here because he never did anything with my wigs, and I was like, oh, Jeffree's paying him to be here. Like, if you just want to do Jeffree's, it's fine. I'll go out like this. It's not a big deal because we're running late. So like that was so weird. I'm like, just because I wanted to go out with my natural hair.
You were just trying to be nice,
literally, because I thought, oh, and I don't want to step on Jeffree's toes with his glam team, like all this stuff. Like,
but either way, why do you care that much? Why are you so angry about it? Like, this is not a big deal.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, then you were playing ours, and I was like, who's playing sound? I know it's your video.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Did I leave that in?
Yeah, you left it in.
I was so just like blacked out at this point. I didn't know
because
what was happening.
it happens. I'm not going to name who it is, but there's somebody on the crew that always plays background sound on accident. So I was like, was it you?
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Look at this psycho. What are you doing? Just like dead eye.
He's so fucking lucky he does not air this bitch out.
And that one you hear a lot. Even, like I said, we're takeaway.
Bro's airing himself out right now.
What's the problem? It's people get upset when they have something good.
Here he is trying to analyze.
And then
the dude has 2 brain cells. Don't think too hard.
I know.
We talked about your skin, bitch. But your fucking skin looks like shit till this day a whole year later, bitch.
Oh yeah, this guy wasn't mean to you. This guy's not a bully.
In his apology video, he's like, I had no problems with Trisha Paytas. It's like, what? It sounds like
This is the meanest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'm sorry, I have to go back because it's hard to even fathom being so rude, so hateful.
I'm so shook by it.
He's like, yeah, we did make fun of your skin.
Look at it now. It's still shit, bitch.
Like, holy fuck, dude. You are such a piece of shit. You're like a fabled piece of shit, dude.
He's so fucking lucky.
This is live. Imagine what they talk about privately.
Right.
I want to hear a lot. And then, like I said, we're taking away with the guy home.
You know what's the problem? It's people get upset.
Here he is trying to be
when they
Sigmund
have
Freud. People get upset.
Good.
He didn't even finish his thought.
And then they do something stupid. We talked about your skin, bitch. But your fucking skin looks like shit till this day a whole year later, bitch.
Oh my god. Bro, first of all, you know that like having bad skin isn't a personality defect, all right? It's genetic, and most people can't control their
But like
skin.
the anger with that, like look at your fucking
But
skin.
also,
like,
you're like 38. What the fuck are you talking about people's skin like that?
So
I'm blown away.
Jeffrey, like the drug thing, saying I was on.
By the
drugs
way,
that-
your skin is nice. Your skin is not bad. Just so you don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, well, there's definitely something wrong with my skin now. My skin then, I mean, and Jeffrey knew this, and everyone knew this. So that's that.
They know you're insecure about it, so they're like,
Well,
fuck you.
And I was on that drug binge. Like Jacqueline Hill's ex-husband was out, and we did a bunch of drugs, and everyone saw it like online. Like I was just coming off of like a really high like meth binge, and like so my skin was like horrible. And like I opened up Jeffrey days prior to this trip, which is why he invited me on the trip. I was over just at his house by myself, and I was just like, yeah, like my body's fucked up from like drugs. My skin's fucked up because when I take drugs, I can't be an addict because I fucking like my skin was horrible. And he's like, oh my god, like no, like that, like you're brave, you're like getting sober. So for the fact that they were like making fun of my skin like after this like huge binge, I was just like, what the fuck? And this was like
crazy.
And I was like shaking still from it. Like I was like, I don't know. It was like crazy. He's like, you need to come to Vegas and like get away from all like that. That's why he invited me on this trip. And then to invite me and be like, her skin shit. I mean, it was like it was crazy. And even now I'm like going through something, which is why my skin is bad.
Instead of being like, it's okay, you don't want to come clubbing. Why don't you just stay in the hotel and relax?
Yeah.
Bitch, you are fucking boring and your skin is nasty. I'm not throw away your hoodie. It's like, whoa.
It was crazy. I was
Blown away.
And Jeffrey told everyone I was on drugs. This kid, Oscar, he's like, yeah, she's on drugs. We had to send her home. Like, I had to pay for her private, like, we had to send her home because she was just doing too many drugs around us. And we had to pay for the private jet because she was a danger to herself. And I was like, what? Like, it was so weird.
Were you saying something now?
I just wanted to clarify. Did you say you were just coming off of a drug binge and they wanted to help you by taking you to Vegas to go clubbing?
Yeah. Well, I
That's
didn't
like
know
the worst thing I could think of. You coming off of a drug binge.
He's like, oh, I don't party either. Because I told him, I said, I tell everybody I go to Vegas with, I am not fun. Like anything I do, I go to Donny Osmond and I like go eat and I go back to the hotel. That's always my Vegas. I have vlogs of this. So he's like, no, we're going to be so chill. We're going to just go see Gwen Stefani, meet her, and then that's it. We're coming home right away. It turned into a 4-day like club thing. And I'm like, I don't want to go to the club. They had like a bunch of random people I didn't know. Like it was just like not my thing.
But okay, so what? You want to chill in your room. Why should they be so offended by that?
I don't know. And I like offered to pay for that too. It's a $70 room. I can afford that. I'm not that poor just because I rent my house.
Excuse me. You had to look at the price of a Balenciaga bag. You broke bitch.
Well, did you see Rich Lux's video? Do you know him? He's like a drama channel, and he was also there, and they made fun of him. He brought a gift to Jeffrey from Hermes for $400, and they laughed at it because it was the cheapest thing in the store. And Rich Lux just made a video like a couple of days ago being like, he was trying to defend Jeffrey, and he's like, that was some fucked up shit.
Oh, this guy is such a piece of shit.
Financial shaming is like,
God, but
you know
like,
who
dude,
buys Jeffree Star Cosmetics? They work like minimum wage and save up their hours to like buy a $7 price
he's
palette.
Such a fucking
palettes
dude.
suck. The orgy one was fucking suck. I even said in the review, I was like, oh, this must be a cheaper palette. And everyone's like, that's the most expensive one yet. So like fucking like remember who like pays your bills.
Sorry, but I don't give a shit who you are. Why are you, bruh? And by the way, I can't believe. By the way, Hair by Jay is not a millionaire. The dude's a fucking hairdresser.
Right.
Like maybe, bro. If anybody should be looking at the price of Balenciaga bags, it's you, dude. Trust me. You want to be saving that money.
Yeah.
Especially now that everyone's fucking canceling their appointments, bitch. Fuck bullies.
For 2 weeks, she said that. Look at this
Look how angry
stupid
he is.
dumb bitch. She's saying, I'm gonna play it again. This stupid, dumb, worst looking ass bitch. Maybe she should go on a fucking diet and get light on her motherfucking brain, because maybe all that fat is fucking up her fucking brain. All right.
I don't know what you're on, but something's fucking up your brain.
Oh my God, it was a lot. Yeah, it was crazy. He shows the receipts of like him overcharging me, and
But he's saying you accuse him of fat shaming you and poor shaming you, and like making fun of your skin, and here he's doing all those things.
so many times. He like shoves food in his mouth at one point. Like, this is how he knocks us down. He's reading my DMs where I'm like, "You're so wonderful, thank you," and he's like making fun of me eating. It's so weird. It's so odd.
I gotta keep this.
I can't.
Oh my God, I can't. You fucking delusional. Oh my God, I wanted to commit suicide so many times, and because like, oh my God, like I was
Make
like,
fun of your
so
suicide?
awkward,
This guy's heartless, man.
and you know, they were fat shaming me, and he charged me double, and
The fact that he's broadcasting this is truly mind
They were
bending.
making fun of my skin, and
Is he? I question his sobriety putting this up.
It's crazy. It's so.
I hope you're not sober, because if this is your sober brain, dude, I hope this isn't your sober brain. Damn.
I had forgotten about the suicide thing. Like, I literally like blacked that out because I remember like telling the stories, and Jeffrey jokingly would say stuff like, "Well, there's a balcony, just do it now," like that kind of stuff. And it's like, I know his jokes are that, but it was like so because I was like opening up about like how I was like how I tried to commit suicide 3 times a year before, and I like didn't think I like wanted to, like that didn't seem like it was me, and like like seeing that now, like all those people in the room, it's like crazy because everyone in the room at the time was like, oh, because you know he smokes a lot of weed, Jeffrey, and I wasn't even smoking weed because I was just like really like trying to be like sober or whatever, and they were just like all the people being like, it's fine, like totally, yeah, like all this is just comforting, being so fake and being like, oh, my suicide, like, it's fucking fucked
He told
up.
you there's a balcony, go jump?
Yeah.
Bruh.
And it's like I'm thinking about, and again, it's not like it was like this aggressive way. I mean, I know he's like, you know, Jeffrey's like, haha, there's this one right now, just go jump, like that kind of stuff. And it's like,
yeah, that's not a good joke.
It's like I told everyone close to me when I came back, like my mom, my sister, like Shane, like Ryan, like everyone who I came back, I like said this to them, you know, obviously like they told Jeffrey or something, but it's like that in particular is so crazy that I made fun of, because that was like such a real thing. And it was just like, I was like, yeah, I really want to die. Like I was like opening up about it because I like, it's so awful.
And then Hair by Jay received that as, oh, I would have killed myself. Oh.
It's crazy.
Dude, it's good you don't hang out with
You know
those guys.
what's crazy too
Just
is
fucking
like
great.
this is just an exact representation of Jeffrey, and what sucks is like Jeffrey will always be successful and he'll always keep going, and he's like an actual bad person. Like he's an actual bad person, and it's evident by these people, like it comes out in them, and I'm just like, God, it sucks. And not to whatever, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but that's why when I saw like Shane and Jeffrey or Ryan promoting Jeffrey like as if he's a god on this podcast like a week ago, I was like, this is an evil person. And what they said to me is like, yeah, we have to slowly distance ourselves and all this stuff like that. And they're like promoting him still, like, and so I don't think like cancel Jeffrey because he told me to jump off a bridge or like told me like I had bad skin, but it's like Shane, my best friend, should at least maybe not associate with him publicly. Like if you need to get that check from your palate, fine, but to fucking like it, not only that, but he would encourage me to not make videos about Jeffrey, don't make videos about Jeffrey and all this shit. And I was just like, I just had enough. And then when he said on this one, let's just like move past this and pretend like it didn't happen, when something like he knew this triggered me back then, it triggers me now. It's like literally so traumatizing. Like seeing this, I was like, this is fucked up. Because you know what? They probably would be happy if I killed myself. Jeffrey is that person who would be like, haha, dumb bitch died. Like that's literally how he is. And it's like, and I think about that and it's just like, it's fucked up.
So when you came back, you came back and you said, hey, yo, Jeffrey did all this stuff. And how did he respond?
Well, at the time, he was like, what? Like, he goes, oh my God, this is like scary. And like, it happened a couple times. He would say this. He's like, this is like scary. Like, what do we do? He's like the mean girl. He's like a villain in this movie. And like, I don't know how we get away from him. Like, that's how Shane was saying. And I was like, yeah.
This is after the pallet thing or before?
This is way after. The pallet thing was 2018. This is
okay,
2019.
okay.
So this is after. He's still getting money from the pallet. You know, obviously Shane's not making videos, so he's collecting money from the pallet, whatever. And I understood that to a certain degree. And I've actually never even asked him to not be friends with him. But he, in his words, were like, we're going to like distance ourselves or whatever. So to hear, fast forward to now, like Jeffrey was the only one that was loyal to me. Like I have to stick by him through all this. And I was just like, what? Like, so he knew all this stuff. And then his excuse, which like set me over the edge, and why I was just like, I've defended him so hard, which is the only reason I made the video really was just to be like, I can't defend this person anymore. And that's why I made it. Cause people hate me for defending him blindly. And so I just said, I don't defend this person. Cause he's like, I just didn't want to, the quote was, I just didn't want to believe what you said was true about Jeffrey. And I was like, like as someone who like knows me so well of 12 years, you've met Jeffrey 3 years ago. He needed you for redemption because he had all these horrible things against. Jeffrey said he was going to throw acid on an N-word's face. Like he has the worst shit. He needed Shane's redemption. Yeah. And so he clung to Shane because Shane was saving everybody. Tana, after TanaCon, Jake Paul. So Jeffrey needed Shane. Shane probably wanted Jeffrey for that cash palette. And so they have this fake ass friendship of 3 years. I've known Shane 12 years. Never once asked him for anything, a collab, nothing. I don't care, like nothing. And so it's like, how are you not going to believe me of 12 years? It was fucking insane. And I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. Like any other time.
So wait, so back then he admitted to saying he didn't believe you. So now that the Hair by Jay made this video, which pretty much confirms everything you said to him then, have you talked to Shane about it?
So he texted me after all this, well, actually, he didn't even text me after the Jay video. He only texted me when I started talking about him. Mm-hmm. And so then he was like, do you want to just like come over and like forget this all happened? And I was like, no, I like don't. Like, and I kept saying like, let's talk about this later.
He said, forget all this happened. That was probably annoying.
Well, yeah, that was the first thing. I was like, we need to talk about this later. Like, I can't talk to you right now. This is so crazy. But then other things like along the line of just, I thought you and Jeffrey could work it out, and that was selfish of me. And just like, I'm working on this in therapy, which is the exact same thing Jeffrey said to me, which was bullshit. He's like, I'm working on this through therapy. And then 2 months later telling Oscar that I'm on drugs again and that like I balled a Rolls Royce to beat him and that I'm pathetic and all this crazy shit. And I was like, like all that shit. And I was just like, it's just like a manipulative. And I felt really grossed out by it. It was like the same thing when he told me don't make videos about Jeffrey or something like that. And I was just like, this is some fucked up shit.
Shane told you don't make videos about Jeffrey?
He said like, it's better to just like not say anything right now because he's like this villain and like blah, blah, blah. Like that's what he said.
Why? Because he felt bad for him, he's saying? What does he mean he's this villain?
Originally, he didn't want me to get caught up in it. And then he can testify like in December.
He was trying to protect you.
Yeah. And then in December, he's like, Jeffrey's really lonely and he has like no friends right now and like trying to make me feel bad. And that's when I started like, I'm like, maybe, even on our Steamies, I was like, I kind of feel bad for Jeffrey now. I kind of
2021, Trisha was ready to be Team Jeffrey.
I really was. Like, I was like, maybe, because I don't have a lot of friends. And I'm like, well, if Shane vouches for him, then he must be okay. That was my reasoning. But I was like, no. And I still, like, couldn't shake it or whatever. And then when I saw this, I was like, okay, shit really hit the fan.
So wait, when did Shane tell you that he didn't want to believe it?
Saturday.
And then did he say, okay, but was that him admitting that he believes you now? Like,
no, he's just like, I never heard Jeffrey say anything bad, so I couldn't believe what you were saying.
Gross.
Yeah. But that's when I blocked his number because I was just like then I was like, holy shit, like you've known me 12 years. Like I've never lied to Shane. He knows every single thing about me. Like, yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, I've heard shit.
I just feel bad because I know Shane was like, I know you love Shane and I know he's like your best friend. And I don't know. I know that his relationship to you was really important, so I felt really bad.
He never offered any resolution either because we were like driving down to Anaheim, so we were texting back and forth, and like there was no resolution. Like there was nothing, just like, oh, let's just like forget about this, and I'm going through therapy, and I can't lose you, and Jeffrey was loyal to me, so I gotta stay loyal to him. Like all this stuff. There was no. As you know, when you guys asked me to be on H3 Live Friday, the first thing I said was like, I don't want to be associated with D'Angelo Wallace because he made a hate video on Shane. Like that's how loyal I am. Like if someone just makes a video about him, I don't want association. Much less this is a person that like was. Like literally like I was like suicidal over and he knew about this and he's like promoting him and like defending him and like publicly having him on the podcast for views for your shitty podcast to have 300,000 views. You couldn't delete the last one with fucking Jeffrey talking about Kanye and how it's an imaginary dick sucking thing. Like it was just so fucking stupid. I was like, take the dumb. I told him the podcast thing was a big issue for me a lot. Take the fucking dumb podcast down. It had 200,000 views at the time. That was so triggering to me. And I kept saying that and he just kept brushing by. I reread these text messages like thousands of times in my head before I decided to finally be like, fuck this. Like it was crazy. And it wasn't a manic episode because the next day I woke up, I said, I don't even feel bad. Like I felt like I did the right thing. It felt like a weight off my shoulder. Like I'm so done of like defending him. Jeffrey never, he's like, he was loyal to me. Jeffrey never defended. In fact, not only did Jeffrey not defend you, Shane, but Oscar Wilde, well, I can say this again because he told me I could say his name. He's a DJ and he was there with Jeffrey on the trip and he was there in July or in June when Shane was getting canceled. Jeffrey said, how do I cut ties with him? He's like ruining my brand.
Ew.
So he also talked shit about you.
What a
He
fuck.
talks shit about everybody.
I totally believe that he would say that.
I know he does because I've heard this from other like multiple people. Like it's just, you know what I mean? It's just it's so gross. It's so gross to me and it just sucks because like there's nothing you can do. And not that I'm like I honestly don't think anyone should be canceled except for Jay because like also he doxed me. Like what the fuck, you should be working with anybody. But like, and I don't say like cancel Jeffrey. He's an evil person. He's a mean person. But support him if you want. I don't give a shit. Like pay for that shit. It just sucks because he'll always win. He'll always win. Like he's just gonna keep winning in life. And I don't know. Like it just sucks. It just sucks because he's just like not a good person. But and I don't know. Like for me, this was like I don't know. I was shocked. That was not the Shane I knew.
You know what's crazy is you were the only person left on the internet defending Shane. And we were dude, you even got me supporting Shane. I was like, this is a pro Shane podcast.
Yeah.
But then it's funny, D'Angelo flipped me a little bit.
Right. Yeah, you did get flipped, and I was still like,
but I was still holding out out of respect for you. I'm not going to go out there and say I hate Shane Dawson.
I don't think
but
so
I'm just
either.
saying he really needs to respect how much you support him.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. Because you know what?
You support him so much.
Never publicly defended me. Not that I've ever asked that. But the other thing is he was like, well, the internet just gives me so much anxiety. It's like you defended Tana from TanaCon. You defended Jeffrey from saying racist shit. I mean, you couldn't once say, yeah, Trisha opened up to me about like gender identity issues. Like never once did he ever come to my defense for anything. And it's like, I don't expect that. I didn't even expect it with this situation.
It would be nice because everybody's shitting on you and he knows that you have this genuine problem.
Yeah. And
he doesn't want to stick his neck out.
The least he could have done was, like take down the pod, because I brought up this podcast, this stupid one, the Sip or whatever, that was like, I'm like, you having Jeffrey on there and like gushing over him like he's a fucking god, like when he's an awful person, he's vile.
You told me, he's told you that he thinks he's vile.
Yeah, and then see him on the podcast, and the least he could have done is like, you know what, let's just delete that podcast. It's still up. It's like, I don't expect you to defriend him. That's your cash cow. That's where you're getting your money still from the pallet or whatever. But it's like, it's just like there's nothing. He never once offered any like I don't trust it. And you know what? Not to bring it all the way back, but I've always heard like Gabby Hanna had said that he was the one that told her I had herpes.
That's crazy. So the rumor is that, well, that's what she told you. It's not really a rumor.
Dustin Daly, anyone could verify that information.
So why would Shane tell her that?
Because they were really close at the time that I was like in the David's friend group and whatever, and him and Gabby were close, and like. So I've heard it from other people, and I'll just say that like other YouTubers that were mutual friends of us also said Shane talked shit about me, and I never wanted to believe it. There was even on our podcast. I think I said it on our podcast that I like didn't believe it. I was like, I just didn't believe it because Shane is not that person. But
bro, what kind of fucking friends, bro? These are bad friends.
To even make up, because it's such a weird thing to make up. Like,
it's just sad that your friend is talking shit about you. Like, how old are we? We're fucking adults. Like, our friends are supposed to talk shit behind our back. Like, who are these people?
I don't know. I was shocked because this is never how he's like handled any situation. I wasn't even expecting to hear from him, but like the initial Jay video, which was the traumatizing thing, was where I expected him to call me, not after I mentioned his name. It's like once he got involved, then I was like, oh, I better call and check on Trish, because that Friday is when I was like hyperventilating. He didn't call me till Saturday, and it was only because I started like mentioning him and Rylan, and because people were calling it out, and I don't go by comments. Like people are like, oh, like they defend it. Like I don't go by that. I go by what I see, which is him last year telling me Jeffrey's a villain. We're trying to distance ourselves from him, like slowly to. Jeffrey was so loyal to me, and like we're gonna like promote him on this podcast, and he was the only one to stick by me. I was like, fuck that shit. He didn't, and you're stupid, and he talked shit about you.
It's crazy because everybody on the internet now hates Shane, and you stick your fucking neck out for him big time at every chance.
People like that's the association people had with me was like,
and you genuinely rubbed off on me. I was like, yeah, maybe Shane's not a bad dude.
Because I do believe he changed from that. Like I said, that's not the person I know. I won't even go back on that. Like that's not the person I know. I never heard him make those comments. If it's true what he was saying, that's a whole other issue. I don't know, but
is this an anti-Shane? This is now turned into an anti-Shane pro James Charles podcast. Last year it was pro anti-James Charles pro Shane, and now it's
we're pro James
because you said last episode that you're ready for 2021. Trisha's ready for James. You don't remember?
No, I did not.
You literally did. You said you wanted to collab with James Charles. Roll the tape.
No, I don't think so. But
you literally did.
I never would say that.
Dan, am I crazy?
I just remember saying about Jeffrey.
Yeah.
No, she said James Charles, and I said, "What the fuck?" Moses is nodding yes. Bro, come on. Who's an AB and Moses are nodding yes?
You know, I hope he just wakes up and sees, because I honestly, again, I know I sound
people don't
crazy.
change at this age. Maybe they do, but it takes.
Well, they obviously do. Changes change right before my eyes. This was never the Shane I knew, and
maybe he didn't change. Maybe you just gotta. Maybe you just saw it.
No, because he was always so, maybe, I don't know. But then all of a sudden to be this person, I'm like.
You told people you have herpes like a while ago.
It's so crazy. That was so nuts. I was like, because why would Gabby just make that up out of it? It's just a weird thing to make up. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean.
And also, like, okay, what if I had herpes? Like, who fucking cares? Like, you live with it. There's fucking medications. Like, it can be undetectable.
But you
like,
don't.
I don't have it, which is like the biggest thing, which was the thing. But now it's coming from Shane.
Shane has herpes. You heard it here.
Stop it.
You heard it right here, right now. Shane Dawson has
Doesn't.
herpes.
I just hope he wakes up because to me, and I told him this, it felt really evil. Like it felt, and I'm not trying to be like a Bible thumper, but I told him this because I mean, I do, and he believes in God. I'm like, I feel like you really made a deal with the devil that you are backing him.
Probably
like
a really good deal, though. He probably made a lot of fucking money. He's
that's
like,
the other thing.
He's like, look, I made a deal with the devil, but the devil paid
No.
good.
Jeffrey lied about how much the pallet would make on camera. He even told me it did not make as much as they say. He just makes shit up.
Wait, Jeffrey overestimated
Yeah,
how
he
much?
tells people
For
he makes
real?
more. Yeah,
He is rich, though.
no doubt. I'm not doubting that.
He lied about how much the pallet made. Do you have any other juice you want to dish out now that you're enemies with them all?
I'm not enemies. I really hope Shane wakes up and like honestly like I said, I don't want to cancel these people. Like for me, I've defended them so long that I just want to be not associated with them anymore because this is like really gross behavior. And I should have spoke up about Jeffrey sooner when Tab made the video. Tab was the original one, and I said to him I was scared. I was like I should have spoke up because it's not. You can't like treat people like shit. Like you can't do this shit. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. You know, there's bigger allegations against Jeffree Star, and I was just like, you know, those are more serious.
But I
than
do
this.
think this is a really good insight that this guy who's just in the satellite surrounding Jeffrey thinks he needs to be this nasty to you to win Jeffrey's approval. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
Like,
so odd.
That just goes to show, bro, fuck that guy.
It was so weird, but I don't.
Jeffrey, you heard it here. I, Ethan Klein, here now on the H Street Podcast, and proclaiming this: fuck Jeffree Star.
Okay, that's on you. I'm not saying that.
I said me, Ethan Klein, and in association with Trisha Paytas.
Stop it.
This is a co-statement
I
being made
know.
by both of us.
I don't hate him. I hope he finds happiness because I actually do think he's really miserable, and I think that's his hell is that he has to live as himself, and I think that's worse. But I hope he's happy, and also Shane. Like Shane's super talented. I think he's gonna have like a nice comeback, and I hope he does. I don't want any of these people canceled forever.
Shane's canceled forever.
I mean, Jay did text me, and Jay texted
Oh
me.
yeah, did Jay apologize? I know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Jay went on this thing. Let's talk about the fallout for Jay. He went on this thing. Everybody was like, "Wow, this guy's crazy." He was on his live. Everyone was spamming clown emojis to him.
That was your people, I think. Everyone was telling me.
Represent, baby. You know how it is.
I do not ask.
No,
for hate to be said.
I didn't either. I was just watching the video, and everybody, including us, was shocked. And so, word got around, and people started seeing this video, and then other people started unfollowing him, right? Or he made his account private.
He ended it really quick and made it private. He like abruptly stopped.
And you said T.C. Keegan?
Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen unfollowed him?
She unfollowed him. I think she removed a tag or deleted a photo that because he just did her wig like a couple days prior.
Ooh, it doesn't pay being a douche, baby. You should just be
Like,
nice.
Chrissy Teigen and Kendall Jenner, who both use him,
Bro,
he
if you
doxed
just-
my phone number and my company name. He
Dude.
showed my Zelle and put my company LLC
Ew.
out there, and I was just like, that's some fucking.
Bro, how about just trying being nice, and then this shit won't fucking happen to you? Psycho.
It's just like, and it's.
So he called you and apologized? What did he
He
say?
didn't call me. He texted me.
What did he say?
Just like, dear, good evening, Trisha. Like,
Good evening.
Yeah, it was very formal.
Good evening.
It was very formal.
This is an apology from Hair by Jay.
He was just. It was something along the. I hate reading text verbatim. I'm just gonna give you the last line because it was something along the lines like, "Hope we can move past this." I was like,
I was like, bitch, hope you can move past this.
Well, look, the
hope your
thing-
career can move past
here's
this.
the thing. Like, yeah, I mean, he said it and it like sucked and like, hey,
Hope
I'm
we-
glad he's not trying to kill me. Like, you
It's
know,
nice he apologized, though.
it's nice he apologized. I'm glad he's not trying to murder me. Hopefully
Does he get
not.
credit for apologizing? He gets a little credit, right?
So I won't read the exact thing, but he said
Can I just see if he actually wrote good evening?
right here. He said good evening.
Hey, Trish, good evening. Yeah, he did.
Okay. So then at the very end, it was just something like, I hope we can move past. Oh, he said, paraphrase, I don't like to read it, but he goes, since the first day I met you, it was nothing but positive energy. I hope we can move past
So
it.
what happened, dude? You got to ask yourself. I believe him. It sounds like you guys did get along.
Yeah.
So my thought for you, Hair by Jay, if I may call you Jay, if I may address you as Jay, is to ask yourself why. Under what influence did you turn so mean? And was it justified? Like, you seem like you're a nice guy by nature, right? So
I don't know if that's by nature he seems like a nice guy.
but you seemed like you liked Trisha. So
Oh,
why all of
right.
a sudden did you turn so mean? Like, who's influencing you to act like that? And just ask yourself if that's the kind of person you want to be.
I think just seeing him like cower in front of Jeffrey and like the way Jeffrey treated him, I think he was just trying, you know how like bullies do. He just felt
Yeah.
like, and he thought maybe this was his way to get in like Jeffrey's good graces
I
in
agree.
some way.
But just ask yourself, like, dude, this cannot be the way that you want to put yourself out there. It just can't be. People like nice people. If you're with people that like mean people, don't hang out with those people.
He even said in the live, he's like, you should have fucked with the makeup artist. He's nice. I'm not. I'm like, okay, well, why would you want that?
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know. Like, honestly, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I think he just was trying to be cool and and maybe he has like obviously has anger issues.
So
where
what?
he, like,
Jeffrey and Shane and everybody unfollowed him, right? So what does that mean?
Shane didn't unfollow him until yesterday, which is also why would you just unfollow him? Like everyone's telling you to unfollow him, he didn't unfollow him. Jeffrey unfollowed him first, and then Shane and Rylan unfollowed.
Huh? And you haven't talked to either of them since?
I blocked everyone because I tried to talk to Shane, and it was like literally, it was like we were like I said on the way down to Orange County, and I was like it was like giving me like heart palpitations. Like I was like feeling, whew, I'm gonna get like sick. I had to block him.
Do you think the fact that they all blocked him was like an olive branch of being like, yo, we want to make this work. We want to like make good with you and figure this out?
I don't think it's anything coming back from it. I think they wanted to probably save face for public people to be like, why, and Jeffrey's thing is always, I want to keep this offline because he did everything shitty. There's not, I'm not like sometimes I do.
Of course you want to keep it
but
offline. It's a story of you being an asshole.
He's like,
I'd like to keep this offline. It's
But
like,
don't
yeah,
say,
of course
like,
you would.
Love you, girl. When I even told him in text when we were talking, when he was trying to apologize, that I'm still traumatized and I can't talk to him right now. Like I've let him know. So why would you say like,
Yeah, it was passive aggressive. The
I hate
tweet.
that shit. I hate that so
Call
much.
or text me anytime, girl. Love you. It's like, whatever, douche.
That to me was so gross. And I was just like, okay, like I'm obviously like, I don't know. It was weird. And I haven't really said, I haven't like bashed him in a way, but.
Let me ask you this. Is there a moment in the future where you could unblock Shane and try to work it out? Because you guys did have such a nice friendship that I feel it's sad to. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be the
it's
same?
complicated.
Because to me, I trusted him with like more than stuff I told my family. So it's like I don't think I could trust him like that because that was crazy to be like I don't know. It's that triggering it to me is also like I know I have a lot of triggers, whatever. I'm like 32, but is when people say like they don't believe me because when I was younger,
Right.
like my like teachers were like having sex with me and like no one believed me and I was like. And I think from that, I became like a compulsive liar when I was like younger because I was just like, oh, nobody believes me anyway. So I'll just like lie about everything. So I was like lying about like stupid stuff. Like, oh, my dad's super rich. Like just like crazy shit. And like I had to go like it was a long time. I was like a compulsive liar for like a long time. And then I finally like, but like no one believed me. No one believed me at all. Like I remember I was going to class with like this teacher that was like forcing himself on me and stuff. And I was just like, how does no one believe me? The principal, like nobody. It was like really weird. And so I think from that, like,
Did that guy eventually did anyone eventually believe you?
Not funny, but like my 6th grade teacher, yeah, I talked about it on TikTok. The one that used to molest me would play like heads down and he'd come around and like grab my breast and
Oh
like
my
put
God.
his hands on me.
Ew.
He did get arrested. His name was Mr.
Because of
Riney.
you or because of other
So
incidents?
someone else came forward. I never
Oh,
did.
gross.
But he had child porn on his computer
Ew.
at the
Oh
school.
my God. Nobody
Mr.
believed
Riney,
you?
Byron Middle School. And I did say something originally and like no one believed me. It happened again my 8th grade year. No one believed me. And I was just like,
Bruh.
but that guy did. He did get arrested. And I don't know where he is now, but he did. Yeah.
Your parents didn't believe you?
I didn't tell my dad because we weren't close. My dad was in California when we lived in Illinois. And my mom, I had issues with my stepdad, so that was my main focus. Well, not my stepdad, one of her boyfriends. And so that was my main focus at home. And then I tried to say stuff, and then I was just like, oh, I'm not going to say anything.
Ugh,
my mom worked
that's
4
horrible.
jobs, so we were by ourselves all the time. Like, she worked the country club. She was a bus driver. She was a substitute teacher. Like, she worked, like, so much. And so, like, her boyfriends would be home or whatever. But it was
Heinous
bad.
crime.
It was, I thought if, like, my own, like, principal doesn't believe me, like, no one's going to believe me, So,
You're not a pathological liar anymore.
pathological, what's that?
Or
Like
you
chronic?
said you're a chronic liar.
Oh, like you think I'm lying about this now? No, I'm not lying about it.
I just am asking because I know people are going to be like, she admits she's a pathological liar and you can't trust anything she says.
Like when I was younger, but I'm not now. I don't lie. I make a really conscious effort to
I believe
not.
everything you say. I don't think you're a liar.
I think it's like, it's super,
I think
yeah.
some people are super honest. I think you're super honest. I actually believe everything you say.
I don't know, because lying got me in a lot of trouble, like really early on, like when my adult life, so I had to stop. Like I had to find a way to stop because like I couldn't. But it was stuff like, But then because when real shit did happen, so like my dad, for instance, like something real did happen where I had like an overdose in my apartment when I was like 19, and my dad like came and got me, like, but we weren't talking for a long time because I was constantly making up that I was like, you know, I'm gonna die one day, dad, like watch, I'm gonna overdose. And so like I kept saying this and like it was all whatever fake, and then one day it happened. And my dad did come get me, and it was like whatever, but it's like I had to realize, like, he's like, you have to stop lying because like I don't know when you're in trouble, when you're not. And so like, again, this is going a whole other thing because like I did have issues with lying or whatever.
Was that a wake up call, like that moment where you're like,
yeah,
oh, shit?
yeah. Early on I stopped the like lying thing, and but overall in general too, I never really, to me, like assault, rape, like that kind of stuff. Like to me, I didn't know what rape was. I thought you had to get those like someone had to beat the shit out of you to be rape. You know what I mean? Like I thought you had to have like bruises and shit. So like anytime that happened to me, I got raped twice on Hollywood Boulevard, like coming home from work. I worked at a place called Neighborhoodies. Like I didn't know it was that. You know what I mean? So to me, I was like, oh, just bad luck. You know what I mean? Or even like my teachers, I was like, oh, it's just normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just thought it was all normal. So like I never even made up that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just like weird. But the Shane thing, again, because we open about everything. And when I say everything, like his childhood trauma, like he knows everything more than my own parents. And so when he's like, I just...
He didn't know if what you were saying was true.
But I just like have never lied to him. And like he is like, I think the one person I thought like knew I told him the truth with everything. Like he never questioned anything. Like if I told him something, he took that as truth because I never lied to him. My mom and my dad I've lied to, so I get their trust issues, but I've never lied to him, so it just kind of sucks to like lose that person because like and to also just like think that I lied about this, of all the things I told you, like you're just like I didn't choose to believe that. Like it just felt and then I thought maybe that's real, maybe he didn't believe me because people do say I'm a liar online, and like that's why I don't know. I used to didn't open about stuff. I'll just keep talking. If people think I'm lying, whatever, it's like
in my opinion, what happened is that he does always believe you, but in this case, he had this conflict of interest, you know, where he's making a shitload of money with this guy. And I don't think consciously he was like, he made anything, but I think he's just kind of like, he had this conflict going on in his head. And the only way he could rationalize continuing with Jeffrey is being like, oh, she's probably exaggerating or something like that.
He said that, and then well, it's weird because I showed him the text messages from Vegas. Like I let him read the text messages and of him being like, we threw your stuff in the trash. Like he saw like it was real. I mean, obviously maybe he didn't believe that, but then in the same breath, he said, I was hoping you two would just like eventually make up. And I'm like, this is someone who like traumatized me, who like told me to like jump off a building, like all this crazy shit. And I'm like, you were hoping we'd make up? Like that's so crazy. Like that. Why is that an excuse?
He clearly didn't. I think he's just rationalizing to
tell me you wanted to keep money. Tell me you wanted to keep him as a friend, but don't lie. He said the whole last year that he was trying to distance himself, and now he's like he was loyal to me. I don't know. It just is a lot. And if people think I'm a liar, they think I'm a liar. But I like this is the first time I've ever talked about this, like anything like publicly like this. And there's a lot more. And I'll talk about it. But
I don't think you're lying. I don't think anyone thinks you're lying, dude. It's crazy. Hair by Jay literally corroborated everything you're saying.
Right, and that's I think also what was. Like I guess nice.
I don't think anyone could deny what you're saying is true at this point.
I mean, there's Snapchats. If anyone ever saved his Snapchats of him like smacking food on my, like, there's so many things. Rich Lux was also there, also all that stuff. So it's like I don't know. It's just nice, I guess, when someone like can, I guess, confirm what you're saying, because everyone just assumes I'm lying, which I wish it was the opposite, which you just like believe everybody like and hope it's not true or whatever. But it's just like at least take people at their like word. I don't know.
It's crazy, dude.
It's like a lot. And the Shane thing's a lot. But like I said, I don't even feel bad. Usually when I make a video, I feel horrible. I'm like, oh, what did I do? I ruined this friendship. But I don't want it. I don't want it because that's like one of the biggest things. If you don't believe me, then what's the point of having you in my life? That's like Moses saying he doesn't believe me. Then what's the point? Like, how are we going to have a relationship? How are we going to be lifelong people together if you don't believe what I'm saying?
I feel sad that you guys' friendship is on the rocks, but I think ultimately... It sounds, I don't know, but I feel bad. I mean, I'm not saying you made the wrong decision. I think you probably did. I mean, everybody's supportive because everyone's like, fuck Shane, you know?
I mean, I kind of hate that, though. I hate that it's like, just because it's like cool to hate Shane, like, finally, Trisha, the last person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
not about
want that.
Yeah.
Because I still stand by, like, I think he's changed as a person. Like, obviously, the D'Angelo video, like, I only started watching a bit. And, like, if that stuff is true, like, it's heavy. I don't know. But, like I said, your video, people have made videos about me that made me look a different way. I don't know.
Right.
They could lie. You know, people could lie. I don't know. I'm not trying to.
You don't need to get into all that stuff. It's just it's you know what I mean. It's not more complicated than he's your friend and you know him.
Well, I think it's just like I defended him for so long. I'm like, that's not Shane. He's a great person. And to be honest, like either he's changed recently or he's always been this kind of shit person that I didn't know. And it sucks.
I think my hunch is that it's just specifically with Jeffrey. He has this enormous conflict of interest where he knows he's a shitty person, but he's literally the source of an enormous amount of money.
That's the devil. That's literally.
And
the
by
devil.
the way,
That's fucking evil.
by the way,
evil shit.
the
Money? You're gonna throw away a friendship,
the
like a human
stupid-
relationship for fucking money? You have enough money. Your house is paid
I
off.
agree.
You're fine.
I'm with you there.
I would rather be broke, and I have always taken the broke option than rather be like.
By the
the
way,
devil.
and then the most fucked up thing is that on that palette they have a Trisha Paytas palette
Well, a shade.
color.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did they ask your permission?
No, I mean to me it was more like an honor because Shane was a huge deal at the time. So
yeah,
was
but
Jeffrey.
so what? They're using your fucking name.
It's.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, I was
It's
honored.
a little fucked up.
Like I said, Shane. I don't know. I thought that was really cool at the time. I don't know.
Yeah, they should have
I
owe your
think
ass
he's
money.
changed from the money. I think like honestly like that or just not working and I don't know what it is, but he.
Yeah, well, he doesn't work, so he needs that money. You know what I mean?
I would rather be homeless, and I have been homeless rather than taking money from something that's dirty money.
Well, that's why you don't get in business with some fucking person like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I guess we're not playing movie trivia.
I don't know. How long we been going, Dan?
About an hour and a half.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, we're not playing trivia. I'm down. I mean, we have it for next week. I mean, I'm down, but I feel like.
I brought all my money.
Oh, you brought. See, I don't have stacks of cash. Oh my god.
Jesus.
How much cash you got there?
I thought it would be fun.
So next week I'll bring my stack. Damn, girl, 2,000.
No, it's the 3,000.
Holy shit! Look at this. Trisha came fucking packing. Yeah. You don't smell money? Why are you acting like I'm crazy?
I don't know, coronavirus. It's right by your face.
No, you don't smell money? Why are you acting like I'm crazy?
No, I do not.
Nobody smells money? Everybody talks about the
Can I
smell of
just give
money.
one more shout out? I know we're like wrapping this up. Can I just give one more shout out?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Martin Luther King Day as the day we're filming this right now, which won't be tomorrow. But I just want to give a shout out because like I don't want to like sound stupid, but I feel like we need to bring attention to him that like he did a lot. He's like the OG, right? Like he did the peaceful protest.
I love Martin.
He was the first person to be like, hey, let's like do something and change, but like also be peaceful about it. But did you also know he like was helping to like end poverty during like the Vietnam War? Like he was helping like feeding people. Like it was more than just like racial like injustice, which was a huge thing. And like I love that people are still doing it. But like he was a really cool guy, and I wanted to like play the movie trivia today. And I knew I was gonna win the money. I was gonna win the 6,000. I thought like
Wait, I don't remember agreeing to put 3,000 apiece.
wasn't it 3,000 or 2,000 or
I
something?
will put like 1,000,
I
but
thought
you're like oh I'm gonna win this time. Let's bet $20,000.
But
Like
then we were
excuse
gonna, like,
me.
double or nothing to make it exciting. Like anyway,
I don't
had
remember
this
agreeing to
whole-
pay your ass
Okay,
$3,000.
well, but let me finish.
You gonna come
Because
next
of
week with
Martin
10?
Luther King, can I just say, because it was Martin Luther King Day, I thought, I'm gonna win the 6,000, and then I was like, oh, we should play for like like an MLK charity, like Amnesty or something, and Amnesty,
Sure, I'm
like
down.
Helps, yeah.
I'll bet 1,000.
And then we can donate the money to, or if there's another one, I think Habitat for Humanity is another one that they
So
recommended.
they
donating
say
to.
that he was actually assassinated not because of his race stuff, but when he started talking about class and inequity. Is when he got
I believe it.
Because Martin Luther King was a socialist. He believed that we should have a universal basic income. And when he started talking about shit like that, when he started being like, the big issue is class itself. Is that there's, you know what I mean?
That's probably true.
And so a lot of people think that's why he was killed
Oh, I believe that.
by
I
the
mean,
FBI.
People with money be doing that. I don't disagree with that.
You know what? By the way, and speaking of Martin Luther King, here's a quote for you from Martin Luther King Jr. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.
Oh. Whoa. He knew Trish in 2021 needed to hear that.
He foresaw. That's a really good quote.
Money is the root of all evil, though, for real, because that's probably true. You know, you start talking about people with money and like, oh, we gotta do it, and then he gets killed. I believe it. You know, that's why I give my money, and I give my money away to people. Like, if people really need money bad, or if people rob me, like I got robbed a couple of times, I'm like, if you need it, take it. But I'll also give money. Last year for my birthday, donated $32,000 to people that followed me because I was like, hey, people need money. No, I'm not saying that to say whatever, but if you like able to give it because like more people need it. Like transequality.org is another good one. They help find, you know, trans like job placement, and they keep them off the street. Like, it's really cool. Like, you should donate to this shit because it actually works.
I think I'm like a full-blown socialist.
Give away the money.
I feel like my political ideology, I feel like I've always kind of been on that spectrum, but these days, like, I'm fully in support of universal basic income. I'm fully in support of raising the tax on the wealthy, although I think that's less important than just taxing corporations and closing corporate loopholes. I'm fully in support. You know, one of the best things we could do to cure equality is make school free. The fact that only rich people get to go to college is one of the biggest causing factors of inequality. If you make education free, that will close the class gap big time. Because poor people don't get the mobility for poor people, and that ends up more frequently being, you know, Black Americans or Hispanic people or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of poor white people too, but I'm fully in favor of free university, universal health care, and increasing the minimum wage. You know, these all, to me, I don't know why it has to be like socialism and this big boogeyman word. This is literally about the betterment of our society. And if I could just soapbox for a moment, and if we live, and I don't understand these billionaires who pay their fucking employees like $8 an hour and all this shit. It's like, if you don't want to get your head cut off in a guillotine, you need a stable, flourishing society. There's so much unrest.
That's
like
bullshit. Yeah.
Billionaires should have a vested interest in making our society fucking stable and well functioning, and that everybody's able to flourish and be healthy, because your head's gonna end up on a fucking pike in 20 years.
Oh yeah, let's Robin Hood these bitches.
But most of all, I just want fucking America, the richest country on the earth, to actually deliver the promise of
I think if you're blessed, you should give like
a quality of life for everybody.
Just give, and like honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like even when someone stole my Lamborghini, and I was like, honestly, if you need it, you should keep it.
Somebody stole your Lamborghini?
Yeah, it was a huge thing. We have like footage. Yeah.
Sorry, did you get an insurance claim on that or something?
They found it 2 days later.
Oh, they did? Was
he
it
sold
tracked?
it on like.
When the fuck did that happen?
This was like 2019.
How'd they steal it?
I did a whole video.
Wait, how'd they steal it?
So he broke into my G-Wagon. This was when I was in an apartment complex, and there was a spare key in there, which I mean, that was my stupidity.
How did he know that? Did he just figure it out? He's
Yeah,
like,
he probably just
Lamborghini key.
Where was I living? The Palazzo. They had break-ins every single day. They did nothing about it, and so I forgot it was in there. They took the thing. He sold it on what are those ones? It's
sold
like
it?
Craigslist. He sold it for $10,000, and this poor kid has a 19-year-old kid DM me. He's like,
What an
I just bought your
idiot.
Lamborghini for $10,000, and I was like,
Wait, he wanted to return it to you?
No, he was like excited because the guy said he knew
Dumb
me.
fuck.
We saw him like driving
Did
it
he
out.
get his money back?
No, and we couldn't. I honestly wanted to give it to him, and the cops were like, "You can't," because then it looks like you were trying to commit like insurance fraud or something. So I felt so horrible.
They never caught the guy?
I don't actually know. They never really followed
Was
up.
the car in good shape when you got it back?
Yeah. He like sold it right away.
Oh my God. Dude, I mean, with peace and love, that kid's kind of a dumbass.
Yes, don't buy a Lamborghini for $10,000
On Craigslist. Yeah.
It was that, and then, but I honestly part of me wanted to reach out to the guy that stole it, and I was like, "Do you need some money?" Like, I kind of feel bad. Like, I kind of felt like I really did. I don't need this car. You know.
You are, in the words of Shane Dawson, an empath.
But that scares me because he calls himself an empath. But are you an empath? Because it's
D'Angelo Wallace kept making fun of the fact that Shane always refers to himself as an empath.
I don't think you can call yourself an empath. I think that's like someone calling themselves a good person.
He always refers to himself as an empath, and I was like, this is odd.
Well, I'm a narcissist, so maybe that's why narcs and empaths go good together, because according to Dr. Duro, I was narcissistic. Where is Dr. Duro? He's amazing. How is he doing? Did he recover from COVID?
I'm sure he did. He's a healthy spry. I think he's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, I just want to give. If you need money, hit me up. I send money to people every day for my
calm
email.
down. Don't. No, if that's what you want to put out in the world.
Sometimes it's a lot.
If you need money, hit me up. I don't know.
Well,
if you, maybe slow down a little bit.
I've got it right here. We should go give this to someone, but I never film it. I hate when people are like, "Here's $3,000."
Bro, chill. You're not. Just hold on to your money. Don't just put that back in the bank, please.
You're gonna need it next week.
Yeah, are we not playing this? I was so excited. Are you gonna practice? I feel like you're gonna practice.
No,
now.
I'm not. I can't. You can't practice for trivia.
God, I was so excited.
Should we do a couple questions? Let me just get a feel for
No,
how.
I feel like that should be a whole episode.
Let's save it.
Yeah, let's save
Let's
it.
just do one.
No.
I just want to know. It's good.
Okay.
We'll get people excited for next week.
I
But
have
let
a
me just
question.
do one.
Who,
You don't have a question.
I was gonna ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Who's the lead singer of My Chemical Romance? I just said it at the beginning
I don't
of the episode.
remember his name.
I just said it at the beginning of the episode.
I know, but like
I can tell
it
you
doesn't
everything
mean
he
anything
said
to
in
me.
this
I don't.
episode. I can tell you every single thing.
Oh
he said
my
in this
god, I
episode.
don't remember the guy's fucking name. I remember everything you said. Jesus,
Oh
it's
my
not
god!
about
You don't
like,
listen to me. He's
bro.
my-
It's a
I
specific
just
name.
said
I've been listening to everything you're
five
saying.
times, and he's like my hero, and you couldn't bother to remember who my hero is.
Dude, I don't remember people's names when I first meet them. So why am I going to remember this guy's name who I never heard of?
Because he's like
before?
my god. No offense, God, because I love him too. Okay, one question.
If you had to kill God or this guy, who would you banish?
I think they're the same person, to be honest. He's like a second coming. Okay, I'm ready.
One question. So explain the rules because they're different than last
Yeah,
time.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in a better way. You're both gonna answer each question
board for me.
secretly, and then you'll reveal your answers at the same
okay, this
time.
is fun. I love these games. Ooh, I love games.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Dad.
so I'll just ask you the first question on
It's
the
like
list.
Final Jeopardy.
Ready? Write down the names of as many Kardashians as you can.
Oh, I'm pretty good at this.
As many Kardashians?
Yeah, it could be the whole extended.
This is
clan
great.
if you
Oh,
want.
the extended clan. Sure. Okay.
Trisha's writing a lot.
I know. I'm like, I know it all. I'm trying to go in order of how this all worked out. Okay.
Oh my God, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot. And they all have the same first letter.
Oh, you're right. As I'm writing them, I'm realizing that. Oh, what fucking God. I feel like, dude, how many names have you read?
I mean, you could. It's a big family.
Why am I
You
even
can do-
trying?
you can
I have
even
4
add,
names.
You can add spouses.
Wait,
too.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you have
stop.
4 names.
Spouses too?
I mean,
Stop.
it sounds like you're already
Why
blowing Ethan out.
spouses?
I don't know. I was just trying to give more options here.
Dan, who are you? You're giving more options to her.
We're going to go to the grandchildren because I have it. Okay.
You at least have to get the core
God,
numbers,
what's
though.
the fucking
Let's
name?
say that.
Members.
God damn, fuck.
I know.
What's the name? I mean, I clearly am not going to win this. I'm trying my best, though. What's the fuck? I can't remember the name of the fucking. Grr.
Well, I'm going into the family trees.
I think this, and then what's his name? What's her fucking name?
Oh my god.
How did I forget this one? Can I refer to her as she's technically their dad, right? And dad is a masculine, so I'm not quite sure.
Right.
But it's her, but also their dad. You know what I mean?
He refers to herself as their dad.
She refers to herself as their dad. Interesting.
Yeah.
And what was her name?
I can give it to you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Or Bruce.
No, not Bruce.
Well, Bruce is on
that's
Keeping Up
her
with the
slave
Kardashians.
name.
I think it's called their dead name. Dead name, not slave name. Jesus.
Dude, they all have K's. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're that annoying family that names all their kids with the same letter.
But even like Kanye has a K.
That's why she married him.
You think so?
We didn't even do the grilled cheese.
Oh, right. We'll do it
Can we
next
do it
week.
next time for real?
Yeah.
We can definitely.
More
do that.
tater tots.
All
So
right,
I feel
we
like
gotta
I
call
got
time
I
on
got
this.
the whole.
Let's see what we got.
I got the whole family.
All right, you got Kim.
Kim, Chloe, Kendall, Kanye, Chris, Caitlyn.
No, you're missing a few.
I think you are missing.
You're missing a lot.
Who am I missing?
You're missing Rob.
Who cares about Rob?
Kylie is huge. She's like the
Oh,
biggest
Kylie.
followed one.
Kylie.
Courtney.
I'm right. So yeah.
So I have Robert K. Sr.,
Wait,
Chris,
hold it
Caitlin.
more information.
This is like the
Where-
beginning
where-
of the Bible.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys know in Genesis when they're naming all those names. It's
So
like
we
the Bible.
have Robert K. Sr., Robert K. Sr., Chris, Caitlin, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, Kendall, Kylie, Rob. Then we have Courtney with Scott and me. So then we have Kim with Kanye North. We have Chloe with Tristan. We have Kylie with Travis, who made Stormy. And we had Rob with Black
In the
China
beginning,
Dream.
there was Adam and Eve who beget. This is Genesis. All right, one more.
Oh my God, we just go through the whole thing.
I feel like
How do you have a wiper? Where's my wiper?
It's on the edge of the tip. Here, show me.
All right,
your
I'll give you another one that's a much shorter answer.
Yo,
And
I feel like I did pretty good on that, but
Yeah, that was good.
considering you're not a big fan, you
Well,
you
I'm not a
managed
big
to name.
fan either, just for the
oh
record.
please.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
watch the show.
So
I've
how the
never seen
fuck
it.
do you know like their whole family history? Okay, go Dan.
Okay.
All right, this number 2 is a simple one. What is the highest grossing movie of all time?
Oh. I
Mmm.
hate like statistic ones like this, like numbers, but I'll try. Ooh, this is
I
hard.
think so. This is interesting.
Yeah, because it changes a lot.
Yeah, it's been changing a lot recently.
Ooh, don't give it away, Dan.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Because cheated.
Okay,
Oh, ooh.
I think I'm ready. So it used to be Avatar for the longest time, but
I
I,
would say
think
Titanic for the longest time, and then
see, you're way
Spider-Man.
behind.
Okay,
I think Endgame is the most highest grossing film of
And
all
what did you
time.
get?
Avengers.
I mean, I guess you're both right.
No, I am more right.
Ethan is more right.
I'm
Ethan is
more right.
That's
Because you
that's
had
the.
the title of the full
Avengers.
thing?
Yeah, there's like 10 Avengers movies. You have to name the movie.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're doing nerd trivia. We said pop culture, not fucking
This is
nerd.
pop culture. It's the
Marvel is
it's
pop
the
culture.
highest. It's not. It can't all be about Kardashians and shit. This is the highest growing
Okay,
film of all
tiebreaker.
time.
One more question because we have to know who wins this
Okay,
round.
so there you go, it's
tiebreaker. All right.
Pop trip. It's only pop culture if you know it.
Oh, Endgame. He's more right because he has a specific
It's the
title.
technical right.
There's
If
the
this
last
was
Avengers,
Jeopardy,
everyone died. That's the one that I was referring to.
if this was Jeopardy, you would be wrong and I would be right. Next.
Okay. I'm trying to pick one that you both have a pretty good chance of answering.
No nerd stuff.
This one's really funny. All right. Which historical figure did Justin Bieber claim would have been a believer?
I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
No. Oh no. Wait, hold on. I know it, but like.
I think I'm gonna win this all of a sudden.
No. I get this person mixed up with another person. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you got. I know why you said we'd both get this because we're both Jews.
The correct answer is, of course,
And Frank.
Anne Frank.
You both got it right.
no.
You both got it right.
One more then.
Oh,
You're gonna have to add more questions for next week, Ian, to make up for these.
This is so fun. Okay.
it's just because
This is awesome. I love this.
Some of them are skewed more towards one of you than the
Next.
other, so I'm trying to pick one that like
This is
has a
great. It's
fairly
tied. You're not
even
that
chance.
good at this.
I'm
Here-
great.
Oh,
I
here's
got all of them right.
Here's a great
technically.
one for both of you. All right. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Best Director Oscar?
Ooh. Best director.
Not Best Picture, Director.
That's a deep cut. Best director. Did this film win Best Picture?
You yelled at me for cheating.
No clue,
last time I
yeah.
did
Well,
it,
hold on.
You can't clarify.
Okay.
You said the
Okay.
answer.
So you're saying it may have won more awards. He just had. Okay.
He's
okay.
clarifying, yeah.
I can ask. Yeah.
Uh,
So I think.
I'm not confident with this, so I'm not a big Spielberg fan, but I'm more of a Quentin Tarantino gal.
Okay. I have
Or
my
Martin
answer.
Scorsese or
All right, ready to reveal?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Schindler's List.
You both got it.
Oh my God! You didn't even watch that movie.
I watched
Lame-o.
45 minutes
That's
of
why
it.
I felt like it would be okay to ask because it's been a frequent topic of conversation.
I'll
on the
try and
show.
watch it again.
Let's keep going. This is
Oh my
exciting.
God. We just need one person to win.
Okay. Since you just said it, here's another one.
Oh.
What? I'm sorry.
My Chemical Romance.
How many films?
Wait, hold on.
What?
Are there answers on that?
Huh?
Because Trisha's looking at your computer.
I promise you. Most
Oh
of the
my
time-
God.
Okay.
Bullshit. I can read it from there. Dan, you can't ask the questions when your computer's facing us.
promise
Relax,
you.
nobody saw.
Ethan,
I can
your
see
face.
it.
I can't even see your face, and Moses can attest to that. I cannot see
Bro,
lines.
I'm just saying in the future when we got money on the table, you cannot fucking ask
I
the questions
promise
like
you I
that.
can't. Don't you think I would have killed you on Are You Smarter Than Fifth Grader?
I'm just saying you can't do it like that. The answers are right in front of
Nobody saw
us.
the
I
answers.
can't see even Ethan's face in
Okay,
front of me.
I'm just saying when we actually do this for real, you better fucking get a better
Anyone
system
can
of that.
attest that I literally can't see.
I'm not. I believe you. I'm just saying, Dan, get your shit together.
Obviously, you don't believe me. I'm triggered. Are you Shane Dawson? Just kidding. We love him. No,
All
we
right.
don't love him anymore. Sorry. I'm so confused.
Well,
All right.
last time it was one of these guys asking the questions over there, wasn't it?
No.
No.
It was Dan.
Bro, I can't believe you have to at least make the answer like
It
8
was
font.
Dan doing the
Read
same
the
thing.
It's right in
Over
front of me.
here.
It's like 20 font. Like,
can't
hello.
read
Same thing last time and I lost. I would have
Oh
cheated. to
my
make myself
god!
look
I didn't
smart.
even realize the answers were on there. You were trying to read it. You would read it if you could.
Okay, I'll look at you the whole time and write.
Okay.
Want
Okay.
the question?
Yes.
All right. How many movies has Quentin Tarantino directed?
Huh.
Oh.
I think I actually know this, but
Ooh, I'm gonna look so dumb if this is not the right.
I gave this one for you because you just said
Wait,
you're
so-
more a Quentin Tarantino
Oh
person.
no.
I'm not even gonna count because I think I heard this in an interview, so I think I know what it is.
Ooh. I mean, I could count, but that'll take too much time. But can I?
I'm ready. I mean, we need to have a fucking okay. I'll
Wait, no,
count.
let me count it.
I don't think I mean, I think I know what it is.
Wait, I got it.
Don't forget any. Whatever you do, don't forget any.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Bruh, we gotta.
Wait, I'm almost done. Because I know. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let it be known that I didn't count.
Okay, I was right. This initial one was right. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
9.
9.
I think we're both right, Dan.
Well, that's
'Cause-
not the answer that whoever made this list made.
What did they say?
9 of his own movies,
Oh.
So
but he's directed other movies as well.
Yeah, are you talking
what
about
the
Four
fuck?
Rooms, like True Romance, like those movies?
I don't know.
what's the question?
The answer written down is 10. I didn't come up with this list.
No,
it's
he's
not
gonna
10. It's
retire
9.
when
He's gonna
10.
retire when he make 10.
And so
I
he has
knew
one
that.
more left.
This question's bullshit. Rewrite
This
it.
happened
You guys
last
suck.
time. You guys who make this trivia list,
Yeah, you guys had. By the way, your guys'
you gotta check
trivia.
the fucking answers, man.
Yeah.
I love how D'Angelo Wallace called out your researching team too. He's like, you guys, where are you getting these facts from?
Reservoir. Okay,
Yeah,
Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, Death Proof, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That's 10 movies.
No,
We just counted them out loud. That's 10 movies.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, or the vampire movies. What's her name?
Dusk Till Dawn.
Wait, they didn't say Dust Till Dawn, did they?
You did it wrong.
No, I just listed
Reservoir
them all
Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
Kill Bill 1.
Yeah.
Kill Bill 2.
Yep.
Then he went on to do Inglourious Bastards.
You're skipping Death Proof. That's the one that's throwing you off.
Death Proof was like a double.
No.
That was the double header he made.
directed
Right.
that movie.
No, it was a double.
That
header.
wasn't
It
a
was
full
called
length.
Grindhouse.
It wasn't a full length
Grindhouse
movie.
with Rob Rodriguez.
It was
I'm
not
aware.
a full length movie.
Oh, what?
That's.
No, it
No.
wasn't.
It was,
It was
Anna
part of.
Taylor and
Yeah.
Death Proof together.
Like, you guys
and
get
in
your
between
fucking
was
shit
Eli
together.
Roth, Edgar Wright, Robert Rodriguez. There
It's
was
not a
five
full-length
directors.
film.
There was 5
Yes.
directors in that movie.
He's made 9 full
it
length
didn't
features.
say like 6 filmed by Quentin Tarantino.
Guys, Death Proof is a 2-hour, 7-minute long
It's not
movie.
all
A
his.
double
It's 4
feature.
other
No, it's not.
directors.
No,
Grindhouse.
it's not. You guys are wrong.
No.
No, you're wrong. I'm telling you. Planet
No.
Terror is the name of the
So
other
what the
part of
fuck is
double
Death
feature.
Proof?
It's a movie that Quentin Tarantino...
No,
okay.
wrong.
It's called Grindhouse.
You're wrong,
It's called
Dan.
Grindhouse, and it was directed by 5 other
Just
directors.
listen to us. We know what we're talking
Rob
about.
Zombie was a
No, you're
director.
wrong.
Death
Eli
Proof.
Roth.
Dan, you're wrong. Death Proof was his mini movie in
But we're
Grindhouse.
both even anyways. Let's say we're wrong. We're still both even. But honestly, I'm not wrong. Like, Quentin Tarantino, can you call into the show? I know you're watching.
Look into it, bro.
I literally am right now. You're wrong.
He didn't make a 2-hour film
Does
named
it say
Death
a
Proof.
film by Quentin
God, yes, he
Tarantino?
Hold on.
Yes.
No.
Kurt Russell.
But that's part
Hold
of
on.
Grindhouse, the full movie,
Hold on,
which
hold
was
on, hold
directed by Robert Rodriguez, did the first half, and he did the second, and in between was Edgar Wright and Eli Roth and Rob Zombie.
Hold on. You guys are wrong about this. Yo, I literally just heard him on Howard
calling-
Stern
right.
saying that he's only made 9 films and his 10th is
Tenth
going to
one
be
he'd
his
retire.
last, which is the one he's working on.
Oh, I know another discrepancy.
Dude, you guys are wrong. Death Proof was his mini movie in Grindhouse. I've seen this. You guys are wrong.
It's not.
Okay, can I maybe
What?
flip it?
Wait.
Kill Bill is also
It's
considered.
not a mini movie.
Kill Bill is also considered one movie
It's a
by
double
him.
feature.
It's not a full-length feature.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you the runtime right now. I just told you.
Didn't Rodriguez make the other one?
Yeah, who cares? That's another movie.
It came
but
out
he
together.
it's not the whole movie together is 2 hours.
Because the fake trailers are part of the
Yes.
movie.
You're telling me that movie was 4 hours long? It was a mini feature, bro.
It wasn't a mini feature, but it was a double feature.
No, you guys are wrong.
Well, we both loved
Wait,
it.
okay, tell me
Grindhouse
this.
Together is 3
Okay.
hours and 13 minutes long.
But I also do think that he considers Kill Bill one movie. So if you are right about this, I still think
I
it's
disagree
9.
on that.
No, I think he did because if he was on Howard Stern,
It's
I
separate.
listened to the same Howard Stern where he said he did 9 films.
Bro,
His
death.
10, he's retiring, and the last one wasn't his 10th. I know it. 10
Yeah,
films
I know
he's
it
done.
too. You guys get your shit together. Next question.
You guys are still
Yeah.
wrong.
So how did he have 10?
Because they're including this
we
bullshit
just
film
contact
that was
him?
part of a. It wasn't a featured film. He did it with another director. It was 2 films together. It
It's
wasn't
like saying
all.
4
No,
Rooms
that's
was Quentin
Grind-
Tarantino. It was.
We're not counting 4 Rooms. I agree with you.
But that was also-
It's not a
That's short.
feature film. He made it with another director. Next question. Me and Trisha are right.
We are tied.
9.
But even if we're wrong, we're still tied.
We're
right?
not wrong. Don't concede.
You're gonna be
I
wrong.
want to talk to Quentin.
I listened to him. He literally said he's made 9 feature
Well, I
films.
met him multiple times, and he also said that to me. He
Hopefully
didn't.
the people in the
That's my
comments-
pathological liar coming out. Just be like, I know.
Hopefully, people in the comments agree with us. Grindhouse was a double feature film. It doesn't count as his own feature
That
film.
doesn't even make sense.
How does it not make sense? It's 2 films spliced together.
Yeah, 2 films. It's 2 films.
Made by different directors. It's not a feature film. A feature
'Cause
film
the
is one person
full
makes one
film was
film for you to go
Grindhouse.
see, bro. It was part of Grindhouse. How does it not make sense?
After the
Grindhouse.
trailers.
You don't know what a double feature means. You keep
No.
saying it as if that.
It's
makes
part
it
of
not-
one film. Grindhouse.
It's
What
a
don't you
double
understand?
feature. What do you think feature means? Feature film.
But it's
Two
not
features.
a. It's double. That means there's 2. It's not a
Yeah,
feature.
they put
A
fake
double
trailers.
feature is different than a feature. Just because it has feature, it's a double feature. It's not a feature. They're different. A feature is you go to see one film. Double feature is that you have 2 films together make one experience.
Find the Howard Stern clip. The point is, he made 9. He made 9.
Next. You guys are wrong.
Thank you.
What year did My Chemical Romance release The Black Parade?
What the fuck?
Is that really?
Are you just mad at me, Dan?
I'm just trying to wrap this up, and I know Trisha will crush
All right,
this
let
one.
me guess.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna guess. I think I have a pretty good guess.
You could have a pretty good guess, actually, based off of
Yeah.
earlier in the episode.
Okay, 1973.
2006.
What?
Trisha got it
They're
right.
old.
What?
My Chemical Romance. I think they're like old.
2004 is when 3 Cheers
Oh,
came out.
dumbass! It's on your
2005.
fucking hoodie, idiot.
Well,
So
it's also the
stupid.
name of my band, Sad Boy 2005.
Oh my god. Well, I would have got it wrong regardless. Yo.
I won.
You won.
Yeah, you won. You won. You did. I'm impressed that I was able to hold ground with you as
Yeah,
much
that was
as I
good.
did.
That was really fun.
How many feature
No
films
way.
has Quentin Tarantino made? The answer,
When we come back next week on Frenemies. Cliffhanger.
the answer,
Should I
of
try to
course.
contact him? Do you think he thinks I'm crazy? I'll try and contact him. I think I peed myself literally again. Fuck.
I mean, here,
I did.
listen to this. This is saying, this article is from 2019 August. It says Quentin Tarantino has long maintained that he will only make 10 movies, which leaves him with one more after this summer's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, excluding the often overlooked Death Proof.
Excluding it.
They're often overlooked. They say, and that's
it's
what
not a movie.
we're
You're
off-
overlooking it.
We're part of the. We're part of that. We're overlooking it as they often
It's
do.
not a Quentin Tarantino film.
It doesn't count. Even he says that on Howard Stern. He says it doesn't count.
Okay. The point, we just went to IMDb and just looked at his credits for movies that he directed, and there's 10 things listed there. So,
Well, use
our
your
new
brain. That
research
one's not. Yeah.
oh my God.
Use your brain.
I've used my brain.
Aw, yeah, no, Dan's very smart, but maybe just better researchers.
He's obviously not a Quentin fan like me and you.
Right. Are you a
If
Quentin
it-
fan?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Pulp Fiction's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, same. I love Pulp Fiction.
Dude, if you're gonna, I'm
And I will strike down upon thee with great anger and fury.
those who attempt to embarrass my knowledge of Quentin Tarantino films.
And I will strike down upon thee, and you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. Should we do this a whole, like, never mind. That sounds so boring. I was like, let's just do a Quentin Tarantino, like,
No.
finish the movie. Okay. Damn, shut down.
Okay.
Cool.
That should be fun. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, me too. Fuck.
So don't
Can
miss
you
it.
not title this, like, Trisha versus Shane or Jeffrey? Like, just not their names.
What
in
do you
the
want me to title it?
Like, anything but that. I just don't want to look gross and being like, Shane Dawson.
What am I supposed to title it then? Because that's like the majority of what
I
we talked
know,
about.
but maybe just like Trisha, like.
What about Hair by
talking.
Jay?
I don't know if that's really like a good title, anyways, but.
So maybe Trisha.
Oh my god, I hate when you talk about titles on the air. Like when you did it on H3 like live, you're
I thought
like,
it
let's
was
change the
funny.
title right now.
I thought it was funny.
It's not. I'm telling you.
I disagree.
Okay. What comedy is subjective?
Can we talk about it after the show? I want to get a title that you're comfortable with.
I don't need to be a part of the title. Just don't put their names because I don't want to be like gross. Like even my videos I made about it, I'm just like I'll address
So
it.
don't
whatever.
put Shane or Jeffrey's name in the title?
No, that's it. Or in the highlights.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
No, but anything else you can do. You get my permission. I don't have to have a say in anything else, but just not.
Okay, what about like
This is
Trisha?
so personal. Like this is like a hits home one. Like if it was anything else, it wouldn't be. But it kind of just hits a lot. It's pretty.
I understand.
But for me, talking about it helps, and now I can finally move.
What about
forward.
Trisha talks about Voldemort?
I mean,
Trisha talks about he.
Ralph Fiennes plays Jeffree Star in the movie About My Life when he kills me. That'd be so crazy.
Who?
Ralph Fiennes. He played in Schindler's List, the bad guy in Schindler's List, and Voldemort in Harry Potter. So he just.
Oh,
plays
I love that
villains.
guy.
What if he plays Jeffree Star in the movie About My Life? Because I'll probably get killed by Jeffree after this episode. No, I'm not. I'm just like saying.
That'd be awesome.
He's a great actor.
What if Quentin directed it?
Oh God, his 10th final film is that. Oh hell yeah! And he rewrites history. He's so good. Like Quentin. Oh God.
In his film, you're like a badass. You're like fighting people and shit.
I'm skinny.
You're skinny.
That's
played
my goal.
Played by Uma Thurman.
Oh, that would be everything. I envision myself as Uma Thurman. Can I show you a picture real quick and then we'll end this? I promise because I know we gotta go.
One more question.
No, wait, I already just won. Or you want a fair question? But also I just won.
That question was totally unfair.
Did you ever see my music? I'm not showing you that, but did you ever see the music video Quentin Tarantino where I recreated all the scenes from Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Bastards?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna show you, but you gotta watch it. See, there's me as like Uma Thurman, and then there's me as Sharon
that looks
Tate.
great.
Yeah, well, this one got me in trouble. Me and Django Unchained, which honestly, I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Oh,
That one.
I see what I can guess what happened.
I was trying to be cute for real. I wanted to be the cute maid character, but she was a slave. I do apologize. That was a bad choice. But I didn't do blackface. I was tan. My bad. I
Tan face.
apologize. I was trying to be this character from Django Unchained because I think she was cute. But she was a house slave.
Trisha, what have you
This
done?
This was bad. I apologize.
Your hair.
Because I wasn't trying to appropriate because I was
Oh,
blonde at the time.
bro, your hair.
I'm sorry. I do apologize for this one.
It's funny.
That one was bad. That was.
Okay,
but I
before we
wasn't
wrap
trying to
it
be
up, let's
offensive.
do one more.
Okay.
This is it. I swear to God, this is it. And be fair. Don't give me the chemical romance bullshit. That question.
Can you not be so offensive
that
for that?
that question
Damn.
shouldn't even be in there.
Okay, but that's like offensive.
Oh my God, sorry.
That's like saying fuck Jesus. Like that's mean.
All right, here's one.
I didn't even say fuck. I didn't say anything like that.
You said chemical romance bullshit. I'm looking at you, so I'm not cheating.
Go ahead, Dan.
What's the longest running Broadway musical?
Didn't we have this question?
I think I know what it is.
I know. Oh.
You ready?
Oh. There's two.
I think I know it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with the one I have circled.
Ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Cats.
Les Miserables.
You're actually both wrong. It's Phantom.
Phantom? Who watches that shit?
Well, I had Andrew Lloyd Webber right here.
Well, that was wrong too.
Phantom, that was hard. I hate like length questions. I don't know, like I can tell you who played the Phantom. Michael Crawford was the original Phantom. Played him for a long
Thank
There you
time.
go. She got the point.
Everybody.
She won.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
And
Am I taking this money back, or are we playing next week for this, or what?
take it. Don't leave it here. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Oh, you think I'm gonna like lie about it?
No,
You stole money from me.
No, I just don't want the. I don't want that on the table.
It's not blood money. It's not drug money.
Just take your money. I don't want you to leave $3,000 here. My God.
Well, I need to pay rent on my house with it, so I'll just take it with me.
If you left it, I would just throw it in the garbage.
Do you have the Steamy Award? We wanted to take it, but I thought maybe you wanted it, but
Wait, didn't Dan already give it to you? Oh, yeah, Moses gave it. Yeah.
we were going to take it last time, but I thought you wanted it, and then Moses was like, he doesn't want it, he's going to throw it away, and I was like, okay, well,
I'm not going to throw it away, but it's for you.
can I? Because
Yeah.
I have a place for it in my new house.
Yeah, it's for you.
Thank you.
You earned that, rightfully.
Thank you.
So, guys, we'll be
Oh,
back. What's our next episode?
Next week.
No.
Okay, check out sadboy2005.com.
Well, no, we have more. Okay, whatever. Care Bears. Daddy Fred.
Sadboy2005.com.
Sad Boy 2,000,000,005.
2005.com. Go to my music video. Please link it. I don't ask for links very often, but I appreciate
We'll
it.
link it. Of course we'll link it.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.